Welcome back, Commander Wacko. Initializing pre-flight protocols. Welcome back, Commander Wacko. Initializing pre-flight protocols.
Hello, citizens. Hello, crew. My name is Peter, aka Commander Wacko, and this is the Simstarr. And I'm glad you're here today. The Simstarr is my 1.5 thousand pound motion simulator, mostly built and modified by me, and we are going to use it to play Elite Dangerous. Shock and awe. And what is Elite Dangerous? It is a flight simulator similar to Microsoft Flight Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator, where the goal is the minutia it takes to get big machines like this to move. It's just this one is in space, and space is my favorite place to be. And my kitten is here. Simmer is not allowed in the cargo bay when I have the Simstarr running. Are you, Simpsy? You're not supposed to be here because it's dangerous. But she must have been napping under the car, and she's come to tell me that she'd like to go inside now, please. So I will explain Elite Dangerous and what we're doing today in just a moment. First, we will secure the kitty's safety. She doesn't like surprises. She's not going to like all this moving around. Not normally this cubby. Getting off with one hand. Not my favorite thing to do. Think about it. That's right. It jumped out of my hands on purpose. Well, that was heralding. Oh, and that's broken. Okay, hold on. Let me fix that real quick. Actions, Vibro pets. Disable all triggers. There we go. Sorry, that should fix that for you. Welcome, Kai. Welcome. 07 to you, sir. Yeah, she's a pirate kitty. She's on board. So yeah, what that was, over on the chat, I was trying to program it so that when somebody is a member, they can feed Ropet, and I wasn't getting any success with that at all. And I wasn't able to test it off stream because there wasn't any members going on. So since who was it? Was it Kai? You're not a member, are you? Kai is so Kai just said something. He just said good morning, and StreamerBot automatically took it and got stuck in a loop saying sorry you can't do that. So obviously that didn't work at all, but it's progress. At least we're getting some response from the pod. But I've turned it off now, so it shouldn't be a problem. But welcome, Crispies. Welcome. Welcome, Nibbler. Thank you. Thank you, Nibbler. Hold on. Since I mentioned Nibbler by name, let's get him out here. Hold on.
This is a private courier service.
There we go. Nibbler, come on. And why are you spamming the chat?
Everyone knows Nibbler is not the goat to frack with.
We're going to have to frack with you if you keep spamming the chat, buddy. You got to be more careful. But 07, everybody. We are doing well. Simmer's made an early guest appearance on the show, which is nice. And I was doing my early warm up. I'd even changed it a little bit, just to describe it this a little different. So I'm going to start over just to get my bearings. So, I am. My name is Peter, also known as Commander Wacko. This is the Simstarr. I'm glad you're here today. Simstarr, my 1.5 thousand pound motion simulator, mostly built and modified by me that we use to play Elite Dangerous. And I was explaining to you guys what Elite Dangerous was. It is a flight simulator like Microsoft Flight Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator, where the goal is the minutia of getting the machine to work. And you can see how much minutia we've had this morning, jumping on and off, everything being awkward. But we're up and running now, and I'm pretty happy with how it's going at this point. Yeah, Nibbler needs some decaf. You need some decaf hay. Welcome, hi. Yeah, Christmas has been posted on the Discord. He's doing a lot of 3D printing, tinkering with a new mesh drive. Data logs for his car. He's always tinkering with his car too, because that's why it says auto in his name. Good morning, Skylines. Yeah, Skylines. Good morning, Skylines 0707. Good morning to everybody. Okay, so I've got my Earl Grey out. I've got the cat locked inside. The dog was very disappointed in me when she saw me putting on my uniform. She's like, "Oh, it's this stuff again." So she just walked back into the bedroom all sad. But you guys are here to replace my puppy. You guys are here to actually watch me do this. And that is what we're going to do today. All right. So while we were away, while we were running through the galaxy, going to Colonia, coming back, all that stuff, there was another community goal that was created. I distinctly think this one was created specifically because the other one ended earlier than they intended. And that is Guardian artifacts requested by October Consortium by Exogeny Services. Let's look at the information. October Consortium has issued a call for help to recover the Guardian artifacts from across the galaxy. A statement by Lexi October to Vox Galactica confirmed that recovered artifacts will expand October Consortium's data archive and enhance research in exobiological fields. According to scientists, the initiative is intended to support ongoing projects rather than any new technical applications. Sure, it has nothing to do with these Guardian-based fruits you guys have been finding. Independent pilots can support this initiative by first signing up at Exogeny Sciences and HIP 87621 system before recovering the Guardian artifacts and delivering them to the community market here. Guardian artifacts, casket orbs, relics, tablets, totems, urns, and ancient keys can be salvaged from the ancient ruins and Guardian structures. Pilots who deliver at least one artifact will receive the following rewards: SRV Pulse Blue paint job, credits depending on their success. Pilots in the top 75% or above of contributions will receive grade 5 Maverick suit with improved damage resistance, battery capacity, things basically geared for the new DLC that's coming soon. The campaign begins on the 16th of April and is expected to run for 2 weeks. The final target is met earlier than planned. The campaign will end immediately, but they've extended it, so that's not a problem. To be eligible for rewards, pilots must first sign up, which is what we're doing right now. Sign up. And we are signed up. So all we got to do now is gather, I believe at this point it's 70 Guardian relics, which we can find just lying on the ground at archaeological sites. We can just run over and be Indiana Jones. We just scoop them up in our SRV and bring them back to the appropriate place to turn them in. So I'm excited to do that. Have ever... Curse Original wants to know if I ever paid ARCs for pre-engineered ships. Not pre-engineered ships, but early access ships. The difference being I'm a cheap bastard and I buy the cheapest one available, which is not engineered in any way. It's just the ship like 3 to 6 months early. Oh, no, I take that back. When I first started getting back into this game in 2024, during the Thargoid War, I did buy a pre-engineered battle wagon specifically to fight the Thargoids. There was no other way I could do it, so they got my $15-16 for that. After getting back from Colonia with 8 notoriety, you were maliciously tricked into killing a settlement and an anarchy system and got back to 10 notoriety. Ran it down Saturday night. Oh, sure. I believe you. You absolutely had to do that. You really had no other choice but to kill all those innocent people. I mean, you needed what they had. They had something you wanted, and they wouldn't give it to you. That's obviously
Setting course for Sinuif,
Okay.
NL-N C23-4.
So we are setting out to Sinui NL-N C23-4. This is usually the game loop that you do to get the Guardian shield booster, which we may get or we may ignore depending on what happens once we start setting off, which we're going to do in a few minutes, guys. Be patient, and we'll be flying around in a second. That's awesome. Do you prefer to use pre-engineered or do you grind out the best engineered gear? I grind out the gear, but it's not the best. We've got 3 of these shows a week, 4 hours at a time, and I go and do engineer slowly over time. I do have our Caspian Explorer right here. This is the Reese, and it was. In fact, I should take a second and no, I'll do it later. This is the Reese, named after my friend Eric Reese, who I lost relatively recently, unfortunately. It is engineered to get some pretty good distance. We get about 80 light years, which is pretty good. Innocent, F them, they were in my way. My beef was with an anarchy system. I'm sure they all deserved it. Okay, so we have set a course, which is 11 jumps away. Yeah, and let me just make sure our holds are empty, and then we can start getting a move on here. Okay, so we have 128 spots in our hangar, and I don't see any reason we can't just head out immediately instead of heading back to Yama, which was the original idea. He says the pre-engineered is awful. It's best to grind and keep the modules and engineer them. I don't know if I agree with that. There's lots of pre-engineered stuff I use. I usually get them from community goals. Pre-engineered is pretty good. Sometimes it's a little better. But yeah, engineering isn't so bad. You just gotta go out and do the grind. Which, you're asking me, a guy that basically professionally plays Elite Dangerous at this point, right? And so a grind is good for me. A grind works out just fine for me, man. That fills up the time. So yeah, I use engineers.
Frameshift drive charging.
Am I carrier based presently? No, I do not use fleet carriers. With the exception of some I've canonized. There's about 5 of them that I've canonized in the game. The rest I pretend like they do not exist. Just not a fan of fleet carriers. My home base is Acres Hub in the Yama system. It is an Akado Kane stronghold.
The next 2 stars after this.
The pre-engineered ships are badly designed. The CG modules are OP. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, okay.
System scan complete.
You will have to
So I recognize this one.
FSD injection to make the next jump of 200.
This is the one I made that short on recently where I got sucked in instead of out. And didn't know why. And everybody gave me a lot of advice, but it didn't help. They were giving me the wrong advice for the wrong part. But we should be okay this time.
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive.
There we go. Got it. Yeah, that one time on the short that came out a couple of days ago, I got sucked down into it. And that time I did not. So who knows? All the advice I got when I'm being so dismissive, all the pilots were like, "Don't do it." That's not good advice. And then they were like, "Your angle was bad." That's not true either, because my angle has been bad before, and I haven't gotten sucked in. Then they were like, "Yeah, once you passed that yellow line, you were in trouble." No, I was in trouble way before I passed the yellow line. That was the point of the short. But all right, I'm not going to spend my short creating time talking about other shorts, so we'll let it go.
We have 9 jumps left to go.
Fleet carriers, just like the home base on a ship. What is the purpose do they serve? A fleet carrier lets you take all of your ships with you all over the galaxy. At the time when the fleet carrier was released, they had a staggering 500 light year jump at a time, with a 15-minute cooldown, and that was way more than anything else you would see. Now the Caspian Explorer just did a 250 light year jump and could easily do a 500 light year jump. So it's a little bit obsolete in that regard. But at the time, taking all your ships with you and having one centralized location was very appealing to a lot of people, and still is. It's just not appealing to me. So they would take their fleet carrier out into the deep black and then use their explorer ship to like go around and explore the different places. Or you could use your mining ship to go way out in the black and mine absolutely pristine stuff and then bring it back. It's stuff like that.
Body Rego JWPB 46-65 in your system has remaining biological scans of interest to you.
They've got CG multi-cannons and the Enclave triple engineered Imperial hammers. They're ridiculous. I don't know anything about any of that. I haven't got there yet. Yeah, it's a moving base. You can have services like repair, refuel, rearm, universal cartographies, exobiology. Basically everything that's on a station you can have on a fleet carrier, which is the reason I don't like them. I prefer leaving humanity behind. You like parking your fleet carrier next to the pirate signal. 6 and 7 sites, very convenient. Yes, fleet carriers are very convenient. I don't want the convenience. They're enormously expensive to purchase and maintain for most players, unless they're late game with silly cash. Yeah, well, getting money in this game isn't hard anymore. I prefer to think of it as I'm over here preferring to be in a motorcycle or a small like Mazda Miata, something that goes fast, is small and maneuverable. And some people prefer to have RV campers, and then they tow their motorcycle behind the RV camper. Neither one of those is a problem. Just one of those is one I want to do, and one of those is one that I don't want to do. But enough about fleet carriers. You should get one. If they sound appealing to you, then they are appealing, and you should get one. But you asked if I had one, the answer was no.
We're jumping to simulate expedition.
Does your spaceman level up, or just more so with the gear? Yeah, he levels up. You level up the suits, and then you put the suits on. You should think of all the Odyssey content, that's the on-foot stuff. You should think about all that content as basically just being a very small spaceship. They didn't create new stuff in the game. They just told the game that there was a new spaceship called an Artemis suit. And when you get out of your SRV, you're now in a ship called Artemis suit. And then they instead of tank controls, they give you FPS controls. That's pretty much how the game sees it. So yeah, you can upgrade all your suits, which means you're upgrading yourself. I mean, if you're running around in a level 0 pilot suit, you're going to be pretty weak, but if you're in a big Dominator suit with a whole bunch of reinforced shields, you're going to be pretty strong.
We can't scoop at this one, but we can at the next 5 stars after this one.
Yeah, let's see how many stars we got. We got 6 jumps to go. I like a nice 11 jump warm-up. It's a good way to start my day. Your Caspian is using a Pacifier 5 med shock cannon and corrosive frag. It outperforms Threat H FDLs. Well, I only understand about half of what you're saying. I've got some corrosive frag cannons that I engineered myself, but I'm not paying attention to what they are. Let's take a look. Let's see here. Ship. Oh, right. They're not on this ship, so it won't show it. That's okay, though. There's a sort of experience side which doesn't impact gameplay except for discounts and such. You can upgrade your ship module, etc. Yeah. One of the things I like to say, NetBlues, is that the leveling up is happening in your mind. You yourself level up. Your skills get better. You learn to put the better shield drive on your machine, and that does make your machine better, but really it's you learning to do it. That's what you get. And if you leave the game for 6 months, you come back forgetting all of that stuff. So you have to level up all over again.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, being a level 5 trader, being a level 5 elite as a trader gives you discounts and some stuff.
3, 2, 1.
So yeah, I've been playing this game from the start and never really paying attention until I started the Simstarr project. So in one way, I have hundreds of hours of experience, and another way I'm kind of new, which is why I don't know the frag cannon details.
Shen
Fuel
C23-4.
scoping.
I had an interesting idea over the break, by the way. I'm wondering if it would be cool if right at the end of Distant Worlds 3, which I think is next week, it might be this week, what if we
Disengaged.
went and did all of Distant Worlds? There are 16 waypoints. And what if we did every single one of them in either a single day or in a 2 or 3 day block? So we start where they started and we go all the way around the galaxy, hitting up every major waypoint that they recommended. I think I could do it with the Neutron Highway because I can get all the way up to Beacon Point in a single stream if I need to. So that's something I'm cooking up. And I would prefer to do it on the last day of Distant Worlds. Yeah, he's got almost 6,000 hours in the game, but only really took it seriously for the last 2K. Yeah, that's about me as well. I think those numbers are about right, too. I created a whole new account for Project Simstarr, so all the old data doesn't count. So everything you were seeing on the stream, if you went back and you watched the first one going backwards, everything you see is everything you see is me developing as we go. The reason I was stumbling is because there's a change I want to make to my portrait record. Not particularly happy with it. I am now, though.
Star and the subsequent star are scoopable, so only scoop here if you are low on fuel.
I'm usually very independent. I'm usually very don't trust any corporation, but I'm a little bit on the defense for FDev because you said rest in peace, Elite Dangerous Xbox, but that game still works. It still works. You can boot up the Elite Dangerous Xbox game and still play it. It just doesn't have the new ongoing updates. But neither does any other game from that era of Xbox. No other game is updating continuously either. So I don't think FDev is unique, except that they're being more kind to people. But PC's the way to play this game anyway, because you can get a PC that can run it for about $100, for real. I'm not kidding. And then you can just move from an old 11-year-old Xbox to a PC that can run it, and then just attach it to your sim rig and build a little sim rig just for one game. That's not crazy. That's not overkill. What are you talking about?
Fuel scoping.
Oh, you do. You might notice that I've got a banana back on my back on the Simstarr. I stopped carrying them for a while, but then I made that short about the snacks, and people have been on snack watch ever since. So I wanted to make sure I gave you a good snack. We are here, by the way. We have completed all of our jumps. Oh, that's a lot. I know we need to go to the third body, but I don't know if it's this one or this one.
That will expire in the next 30 minutes.
We have missions that will expire in the next 30 minutes? What are you talking about? We don't. Hold on. This doesn't expire. No, we got 2 days on that one. No, that's all fine too. She is wrong. We do not. We turned in all those missions. So we're good. Yeah, I don't, I'm not normally one for think of the corporation, but in that case, they didn't stop supporting the Xbox. They just stopped updating the Xbox. I think there's a difference. All right, so it's probably this one if memory serves, but we're going to go to this one first because we might as well scan and kind of do the feel. Oh, by the way, this right here, y'all like, oh, fleet carriers. I love fleet carriers. We've gone into deep space, and we have to go pick up some Guardian frameship stuff. And there are fleet carriers galore. That little hash on the side means there's 13. There are 13 here, 15 here, 4 here, 14 here. So, there are easily 100 fleet carriers here. And I guarantee you that all of these slots are full. And then if we go to a nearby star, one right next door, we will find another 100 of them. And my problem with that is that I shouldn't have to look at them. Those should only exist when that person's online. They don't have to look at my ship, right? They don't have to look at my ship. Why do I have to look at all of theirs all the time? Too much special treatment, I say. Yeah, the game will run on 15-year-old hardware, and guess what? I'm running 15-year-old hardware. None of the components inside the Simstarr are new. The newest thing, I think, is from 2019. Everything is from the 2016 era on the Simstarr. When I made that short that went viral, I don't know why I gave people the impression that I was running 3 brand new DDR5 GTX 570 computers, because people have actually said that. They've looked at that and they've seen Lamborghini when really it's a bunch of duct tape Volkswagens. Yeah, all of this stuff is old. We're running in 1080 right now, so if you like the graphics here, you should be good. The future bruised banana. Your snack stuff for a bunch of abuse. No, it's not. It's fine. It's fine. The banana's not going to fall off. It's not going to get bruised. It's a good snack. Yeah, if you go to the Project Simstarr Discord, that is true. There's a whole channel for some of these setups. Yeah, my show, the Simstarr Project, is on there in its own channel, and then what everybody else is working on is in Motion Talk, where we talk about any motion sims that we come across, pretty much. Okay, so we're at this planet, which I'm pretty sure is the wrong one. And we are going to hit it up with about 3 probes. That's all the probing this planet requires. Let's go up here. There we go. Sometimes you're out of limpets and a player carrier saves the day. You can generate your own limpets. I found that out recently. When I'm out of limpets, I just have the machine generate some more out of some nickel and some copper.
4 human signals detected on body A3.
Okay, 4 human signals detected, huh? Let's see here, navigation. Let's go in and say we want to see settlements, stations, points of interest, and signal sources. We don't see any more fleet carriers. You've got a top 1% setup. If you configure ED graphics wrong, it will cook your GPU. No, for real. No, if you're running a new setup, like if you've got a 5080 and like 32 gigs of DDR RAM, DDR5, it's not going to care. It's going to eat this game up at full res. Oh, right. It said 4 human signals detected. It was talking about those damn fleet carriers. You have a 1070 driving 3 times giant curved monitors, 2 times thin clients driving 5 times more monitors. Okay, so we're on the same page, you and me, NetBlues. We've got a whole bunch of monitors, and there's not a lot of power behind them because the data that comes up is going to be crisp anyway. So you don't need all the extra stuff. Yeah.
As we travel through this region, we will encounter a dark nebula, a cloud of dust and gas that obscures the light from the stars behind.
You might be thinking of Star Citizen, actually, and you say that. Okay, so it's the 3rd planet, I know. We went to the wrong one kind of on purpose, just to do some extra probing, because we're going to be on the ground a lot, so I kind of wanted to do a different warm-up. And now we'll fly over to the other 3rd planet in the system, 3rd rock from the sun. And we shall probe it for its secrets. Good morning, Jason Holiday. Good morning. Welcome. Says he turns on his computer and it goes, "I'm tired, boss." This computer, though, the main computer, the GameStar, is running a 2080 now, which I bought for a song. I bought it for a steal at $100 about 8-9 months ago, maybe more. It's at the same time I got these VKB Gladiator and Omni Throttle combo for $100 total. There are good deals to be had, something that I talk about all the time. There's still good deals to be had, NetBlues. There's still be good deals to be had. If you don't want DDR5 memory, getting a new gaming machine is actually pretty easy. Because you can just go to the Facebook Marketplace and find something. There's a disadvantage of running Linux for gaming. It's so persnickety, and you got to have special lunch. We're not going to talk about Linux again. For some reason, the last two streams, we've gotten into a Linux versus Windows debate. We've covered it. Linux is great. Windows is great. We've covered it.
Surface scanned by 50%.
You sold 2 separate 64 gigabyte DDR5 RAM kits for $450 to $400. Oh my goodness. You have some photos of it up in the Discord? Okay, I'll take a look. Let's look at it right now. Where'd you put it? Sec? That's definitely not it. Announcements, that's not it. You don't have access to that one. You didn't put it in off topic, did you? How would that be off topic? Oh no, that's him talking about his 3D prints. Did you put it in Motion Talk? That's where it should go. Take your photos, NetBlues, and put it in Motion Talk. I'll take a look at it. We'll all look at it together. So make sure you're wearing pants when you take the photo. The Linux user, you can say we're like vegans. You got to always bring it up. Yeah. You just discovered Elite Dangerous last week. Figured out the FSS scanner last night. Oh, that's good. Excellent. Okay. So we've plotted we're slowly crashing onto this moon. Okay. And we've got ancient ruins and guardian structures. That's interesting. Ancient ruins 1, 2, and 3 and guardian structure. Okay, well we're purposely looking for trash today, right? So since I know very little about the guardians, I'd like to start by taking a look at the ancient ruins. The guardian structure is where the good stuff's at. But we want garbage. We don't want the good stuff. You're running a 7090 XTX and a 7050 3D combo card. Oh my, that's a lot of stats. I'm not reading all that off. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot, guy.
Orbital flight
You played Elite Dangerous probably 5 or 6 years ago. Is it worth re-downloading again and getting back in? Yes. There have been several changes in the last 5 years. Right around 2020, they released on-foot content called Odyssey, and it was it wasn't really done, and it kind of hurt them a little bit. Them being FDev, the creators of this game, Frontier Developments, so they kind of put Elite on the back burner for a little while after that, and absolutely nothing happened for a little while. Then they changed some internal structures, and they decided to start adding new content back into Elite Dangerous. So since maybe 2023, there has been something new and interesting to talk about every 3 months, for real. New ships, new settlements, new features. It is most definitely a good time. 2026 is a good time to re-download Elite Dangerous. There's a lot going on. If flying a ship in outer space is what you want to do. Because don't forget, this is like Microsoft Flight Sim, right? Oh, wow, look at the lights. Look at the light on this planet. This is really pretty. If this is something you're into, you gotta want to do it in the first place. But yeah, if you haven't played it in about 5 years, there's definitely 5 years worth of content ready for you. You just posted it in Motion Talk. Okay, I'll take a look in a second. Your laptop runs Elite Dangerous on full settings just fine. Yep. Yeah, laptops can run it just fine. Even laptops that are older can do it. You run 4 in a square, nothing fancy, and then one of them on the sides of the rig. Yep. This machine runs on 4 computers, something I've posted in the shorts a couple of times. Because I like to siphon off and firewall all of my functions. So the stream running on its own computer is important to me, and then the game running on its own computer is important to me, and then this camera has to be wireless, so that has to have its own computer to run wirelessly anyway.
Please make sure non-essential.
All right, so yeah, let's land away from the Guardian room, and we'll drive in, and we'll take a look around, because this is an interesting place. I don't know if I've ever been here before. Well, I've definitely never been to this one. Almost ran into the ground. A little more. We're waiting for the ground to turn blue. There, yep, just like that. Yep. And it turned red the last second. Gotta love it. Down. There we go.
Commander, our first landing on this body.
So we do have 2 SRVs. I prefer the Scorpion, but I might need the Scarab. We're going to take the Scorpion at first. I want to take a look around. There might be dangers there, and this is the one I'm better with.
Low gravity warning.
Well, welcome. What is it, Lord Fizz, or is it Frizz? Hold on. Lord Fizz, welcome. Says that they finally caught the stream live and they're excited to check it out. Let's go. Well, we're doing some driving, so if actual simulation is what you were looking for, we're doing it right now. This is quite possibly the rest of the stream. It's one of the reasons I was like, let's scan some planets, because we're going to be driving around quite a bit today. And I'm stuck. Yeah, I want the cargo with the Scarab. I know. Yeah, the cargo. Okay, yeah. So to be clear to you guys that are new, I'm in the Scorpion, which I prefer because it acts more like a car, while the Scarab acts more like a plane that can't fly very well. It also happens to be the most heavily armed. So we're taking the armed one in to explore this place. It's just called what was it called? It was hold on. It was called Ancient Ruins. So we're just investigating ancient ruins right now. And I expect there to be drones. These guys were wiped out by their own AI, and the AI is so robust that it 3D prints new drones when anybody comes by. Even if there's 1 million years between visits, it will still do such a thing. So I'm expecting drones to show up, and then I'll shoot it with my better gun. And then we'll switch to the one I'm not the biggest fan of, because it has more cargo space. This one has 2 places stored, so I can hold 2 items, and the other ship holds 4. So we're going to want it more, but I don't want to come all the way out here and then get shot. So we're just going to look around. Is there nothing out here? Is there no garbage? No. Send the ship away. That way when we recall it, it might recall a little closer. I'm a little surprised I'm not seeing any garbage out here. Because that's what we're looking for, is trash. Urns and keys and stuff stuff nobody's wanted since this became a thing. Oh, that's a thing. Yep, we want that. Switch to, there we go. That's a thing we want. But that's actually worth it. That's actually a valuable thing, this Guardian relic. We want garbage. Like literally old trash cans and stuff. Let's see. Main game screens is no longer streaming. Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys. Took me a second to realize it. Not a problem. We could fix that real quick. Okay, that's working. That is working, right? Yeah, okay, that's working. Capture. Deactivate. Reactivate. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Let's run a quick test, make sure everything else is working. Yes. Okay. And small is working. Large is working. Chase cam we already know is working. Okay. And am I on the correct network right now? Give me one. Dang it. Yeah, what's going on? What's going on is that I have a loose connection with my USB, which is a problem I thought I had solved, but obviously I have not. And it reset all the USB things going into my streaming computer. The one I was just singing the praises of, the one I was just saying is useful to have separate. Okay. Check's complete. We're good again. All right. So, yeah, the only thing you guys missed was that I shot a pillar and scooped up its glowy cool thing inside. Its Guardian Tesseract. And I was just lamenting, I think you guys heard me the whole time. I was just lamenting that that's a useful thing. I want stuff that's not useful. And it doesn't look like this Guardian site has anything that's a bunch of garbage. It also doesn't seem to have any drones. Which is interesting. How goes the scrapyard hunts? Well, Gentle Berserker, we just started. We just got here. And I found one thing. It is it's a thingamabob. It's a glowy thing for sure. But that's all I found. I'm at ancient ruins as opposed to Guardian sites. And I don't know much about the Guardians, so I don't know. I think this might just be window dressing. This site might be exactly what it looks like it is, which is something with nothing in it at all. Or there might be a game loop here that I'm missing. It's hard to tell. That's a leak for you. All right, that looks like another MacGuffin over there. Yeah, that's a MacGuffin. That's one we haven't done yet, right? Pretty sure. Ah, that's okay. That's the one we did do. All right. So we got this one. Oh yeah, there's our tracks and everything. Okay. Went this way. Well, I guess we're done already. I'll recall the ship, let it land as close as it can, and then we will go to the next artifact site, as opposed to going directly to where I know there is stuff. Let's explore the other 3 sites and see what happens. Yeah, the AI drone thing is cool. The whole backstory of these Guardians is cool. I agree. While the ship is landing, I'll just take a look over here. Something's caught my eye. It's gonna be just like every other thing, but might as well double check. What is this thing? I like to think of places like this, like, just, you know, it didn't mean anything to the Guardians. That it survived makes it valuable to us. But to them, they were just like, dude, this is a parking lot to a CVS. Right? Like, yeah, sure, there was some good stuff in the store. You know, they sold stuff that I wanted to buy, but I don't really care that this lasted 100 million years. There should be artifacts laying around. There are none here, but we're not at the good spot. We're not at the one that I know has that stuff lying around. We're at the artifact site 1, which clearly was designed to show you that not every Guardian thing you find is a thing you need to pay attention to. I really think that's the lesson. Oh, never mind. There's something.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
All right. We needed to go back to the ship anyway. I'm happy with, well, I'm always happy with my animated thumbs, but today's animated thumb, I like that it's a little bit educational. It shows all the different Guardian garbage that we can collect today. And because I just made that, I recognize the urn that we just discovered. Where's my... Where's my little landing thingy? Oh, there it is. Thought it was on the other side of the ship. Go board the ship, and we're done with this site. There's a lot of obelisks around. You need the Guardian data. You can scan the glowing stones. This is another reason you like your Conjure experiments through the eyes of someone who appreciates sci-fi and the reality of what these sites may actually be, right? I am listening to you, Skylines. I'm just not... I'm not going to put all the effort into these sites that I know are not going to be very rewarding. And what I mean by that is ancient ruin, ancient ruin, ancient ruin, and then Guardian structure. So the advice that you're giving is at Guardian structure. That's where I'll find multiple obelisks to scan. I'll find the glowy parts and at least 3 of them, and riddle across the ground will be all the urns and caskets and keys and stuff. That's all going to be here. But I just, because I want to, we're going to explore the other ruins before we go to the big spot. And that's when I'll start taking your advice seriously. Oh.
Landing gear retracted.
Yeah, like the example of 4 million years, we may find the parking garages of some reason stood up to weathering much better than anything else. And that's all the last testament of civilization. Yep. The Earth is unusual in a whole bunch of ways. One of them is that we're constantly churning. Because of an impact that created the moon in the first place, we're constantly churning the top of our planet. It gets swallowed in because of plate tectonics. And what that means is that there is nothing on this planet that survives more than, I want to say, 500,000 years, because it all gets sucked down and then remelted into the core. But there is one place on this planet where that has not happened, and the rock is 4 million years old. Not 4 million, 4 billion years old. There's one spot that has the original Earth on it. And that's where the parking lot at the Costco will be on some alien world when everything else got ed up. They'll be like, we found one vape shop. We found the foundation to one vape shop in southern Sri Lanka. I used the Super Cruise overdrive when I shouldn't have, so that's why we just left this planet. We're coming back to it now. Oh yeah, actually, you hope you didn't send him off to Nuke's PC. Parking garages and public restrooms, right? To the Guardians, these sites are just USB sticks for the humanities singularity. Exactly. Guardian structures are more efficient, but you'll have to deal with the Guardian scammers. Right. Well, that's what we'll do. We're going to go mess with the drones in a minute. I just thought, hey, let's look at this other content first. But before we even do that, oh, gee, who was it? Was it NetBlues who posted it? Oh, that's pretty. Well, you're going by Lord Hadron on Discord. So this is our Discord. This is Motion Talk. And he's showing his battle station. I do remember this now, you showing this off. So he's playing Elite on 3 monitors. He's got... Oh, yeah, the X52, Logitech X52. That's black, so that is the Pro, I believe. Yeah, an extra laptop to run that. And then up here... Oh, yeah, we are thinking a lot alike, actually. because that is that only Icarus? Are you running Icarus on 5 different screens? Yes, you are. Awesome. So Icarus is this. This is the one I talk about all the time, and it's got so many functionalities, guys. If you're playing Elite Dangerous and you're not running both Icarus Terminal and ED Copilot, you need to upgrade because they run on a website. You can just go to the, you can just open up a browser on any old computer you have and get all this functionality that we're talking about. But what he's done is he's broken it, each one out into its own tab so that he can view all the data all at once. Very, very cool. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. Now put some motors on your chair, man. Yeah, the ancient ruins are cooler to explore. They have some interesting ones. Oh, that's cool. I haven't actually seen any interesting ones yet. You need the right Linux. You need the right Linux distro, the right Proton runner, and the right ED settings. Or you could just install Windows. That's right. Go in there again. I thought it was on the other side of the planet. I was mistaken. All right, Guardian Ruins 2. Let's go. Man, we're coming in hot. Nothing happens at these ruins for a million years. And then here I come. Obviously, I botched that, but we're only 44 kilometers away, so we'll fly to it. It's fine. You swapped the top with exploration, buddy. Yeah, I've heard good things about that one, too. You couldn't type sooner. The ancient ruins are Guardian library sites. Plenty of squat obelisks to scan. Oh, okay. So I was ignoring that. Yeah, I see what you're saying. You were watching me drive by all this scannable shit and not even trying. Yeah, I know that can be very frustrating. I'll take a look at it in a second. He's saying that he posted another screenshot that he did with a fighter. Someone sent a rescue party out for Crispies. Ah, Crispies is fine. 07 Warnick, by the way. 07, welcome to the stream. Welcome, Misfits. Do I use the Stream Deck for Elite Dangerous to control with profile? I do not. The answer is yes, I use the Stream Deck. No, I do not use it for Elite Dangerous. So I have... Elgato was kind enough to send me some of the newest gear, man. So I am Elgato'd up in this place. This right here is the Elgato prompter, which is how I'm reading the chat. Then I have the new Stream Deck, the Mark II with the scissor buttons. And this is the Elgato Facecam Mark II. And then right here is the Elgato Wave 3 Mark I. I use all of this for the streaming side of things. It's a separate computer. I do not use the Stream Deck for Elite Dangerous, but I have something very similar, which is this. This is Icarus Portal, and over here is ED Copilot, and over here is Touch Portal. And Touch Portal has all those buttons that you're thinking of. Basically, anything that the Stream Deck buttons can do, this Touch Portal system can do as well. I hardly ever use it, though, because ED Copter and ED Copilot, that's this, works so damn well I don't need it anymore. So that's basically vestigial at this point. That is on a touch screen right here. You can actually see it on the screen. I'm controlling it with a touch screen, and then I am injecting it into the game for you to see. That's why it's up there.
In this region of space, we might see a magnetar, a type of neutron star with an...
Yeah, the Stream Deck Plus. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I do recommend the Stream Deck Plus. Hey, if anybody wants to buy a Stream Deck, there is a link to it in the description. You can get a discount on a Stream Deck from me because I was a partner with them. I haven't actually sold anything. I've sold one thing, so I feel kind of bad about that. But we didn't actually sign any contracts or anything. You have a combination of other Guardian items in your hold to use the scans properly. They may have done away with that function, though. I think they have. I think I could scan it. This place is interesting. I'll actually pay attention to what I'm looking at in a second. You got it adjusted over in your CPU, and the setup just hasn't opened the game yet. Okay. Distro you're running. Yeah, you guys talk amongst yourselves about that. All right. So we are here at this new site, which is very interesting. I mean, it just looks cool. Can I land on it, do you think? You think this is a landing bay? I'm glad we came here already. This is neat. We've gotten at least one Guardian artifact. So we will complete the CG. So even if we don't pick up anything here, and I think we will,
We have touched
this is a cool place to be.
Our
And
second
we're going to do the same thing as last time. We're going to take the Scorpion because I'm more comfortable with it, to look around. And then if there is a bunch of stuff to get, we'll switch over to the, I'm sorry, yeah, the Scarab.
Low gravity warning.
Ooh. So the Guardian backstory is cool. They got a galaxy-spanning civilization just like we did. And they broke into two factions and had a civil war. They put that on hold when the Thargoids attacked, and they won their Thargoid war. They kicked those guys all the way out. Then they got back to their civil war, and they both had a great idea. Both sides had a wonderful idea. One was heavy into AI use. The other one only used it sparingly, but used biological stuff. But they both thought, hey, I know, we'll fight our battles remotely with this stuff. So they programmed a robot to kill all the bad Guardians. And the robot, I don't know how many years went by, but eventually said, okay, look, the math is obviously you're all bad Guardians and you all have to go. And so whoever knows how long they fought, but they ended up losing. And the only thing that's left is the AI that they created to fight that war in the first place. But one, I understand that AI was close to Singularity itself. It was close to self-aware. But I don't think it ever actually got there. Or if it did, it moved on. It left. Or maybe it, maybe it moved its mainframe to a sun. And we've just been sucking hydrogen off of it the whole time. And it's like, I don't need the rest of the universe. This is fine. But what's left is all the automatic cameras, the drones, and the defensive stuff of things that no longer need defending. Okay, can I scan this one? I think I can.
Copy that, Commander. I'll maintain standby status until you're aboard.
Did you use the Space Guardian beacon yet, or is it your first steps? I've been out to a Guardian site before, so I could get the frame shift booster, which gives an extra 10 light years to your jumps. So I've gone and I've put the key in the obelisk and made the glowy thing and brought it all back to an engineer. But we're not actually trying to do any of that today. Whoa. We might end up doing that today, just fooling around. But the reason that we're here today is just to gather Guardian relics. There's one right there. You have it, and I want it. There we go. Opening cargo bay doors. Got it. So yeah, we're gathering those glowy things, but for no other reason than the CG said gather garbage, and we haven't found any garbage. The only thing we found is the glowy things. If I can scan these obelisks, I'm not seeing it. The Guardian beacon is different than the Guardian site in the ancient ruins. Then, oh no, I've not been to any Guardian stuff in space. I want to though. That sounds cool. We should totally go do that. Found another glowy bit. There it goes. And that'll fill this car up.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Yeah, this ship only has space for 2. And you know there's going to be at least 3 of those, but this looks configured to be maybe 4. So maybe I should switch out. I haven't decided that. Yes, I have. I'm not going to switch out because I do expect to see some drones, and I'd rather hit the drones with my rockets and go back to the ship twice than not. Whoa. Careful, me. Act like you've never driven on an alien world before. Yeah, but I got to lock onto him first. I haven't locked onto anything.
Commander.
None of the trash is out the library. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. All right, so you're saying I should switch to the turret, switch to this mode, switch to SRV. Is there something to scan here? Oh, yeah, there is. And this gives us more material data that's useful. Why is that one glowing if I can't scan it? Maybe I got to closer. Why are you glowing? Why can't I scan you? Scan, damn you. Maybe this is the one I just scanned. I know when it glows blue, it means it's scannable. Why can't I scan these, guys? Go on your left with the blue stripe. Target the data stuff. You got to go to turret mode. Yes, there's a range limit. Well, I'm up this thing's nose. Switch to turret mode. Comp scanner? Is it a comp scanner, maybe? Is that... Ah, comp scanner. Instead of the data link scanner, it's the comp scanner. I think? Target, then scan. There's nothing to target. Hold on. Oh, there it goes. Got it. Sorry, I could have sworn there was nothing to target. I thought I had tried that. God, I could have sworn I had tried that. I guess not. Okay, well, that one's scanned, and then this one's obviously glowing. So we'll get right up its nose. And we'll scan it. There we go. All right, let's see. Do any of these show up on the contact list? No. Anybody else? So all of these are scannable? All right. I'm not complaining. I'm just confused. Go right up its nose. Not scannable, I guess. No, that's scannable, because if it wasn't, it wouldn't glow, right? Okay. The library is where you farm data, which is very interesting, guys. But it's not what we're here for. We're not here to farm data at the moment. Data gets stored separately on your ship anyway, so that's good. Yeah, as people in fleet carriers come in at the end of the CG, they turn in more and more stuff. So to be in the top 5% goes up. Can one of you guys check Inara and tell me what the current requirement is? Is it 70 yet? Because we have 4. And not board ship. Why not? Yeah. Board ship. Okay, so they'll always glow on my reticle, but they'll glow blue when they need to be scanned. I got it.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Okay, so we're back in the ship, and I'm actually thinking I'm ready to move on from this one as well. As cool looking as it is, this is all about data here. So we'll just fly the ship in and take another look at it. Yep, there's another obelisk over there. Looks like there would be 3 total. The last one would be over here, I bet. Alright, so that's a Guardian Library, whatever the hell that means. And now we'll go to Guardians, no, we'll go to Ancient Ruins 3.
Landing gear
Here.
retracted.
Okay, well, the other side of the planet, which is no big surprise. Top 75% is 25 to 66. Okay. It was 25. You tried for 50. I agree. If 25 is the low end, if we aim for 50 MacGuffins to turn in, then we should be in good shape to get the reward, which I do want. I don't know why they're offering a goofy configured Artemis suit. Artemis suit, sorry, a Maverick suit. So that's why I want it.
1. Engage.
Just a little Super Cruise Overdrive is a treat. That should be enough. That should get us high enough to go around the planet core. So yesterday was super fun for me. I'm one of those people that's nerdy about Speed Racer, and Speed Racer was back in theaters, so I got to see Speed Racer in the theaters for the first time since 2008. I've actually watched the movie about 10 times, but watching it again in the theaters in 4K was freaking rad. Such an excellent film. And I'm thinking about it because I like the theater so much that we're tempted to go back to that one for Mandalorian and Grogu. Thinking about that because I just made a Star Wars reference with the planet core. Oh. Well, it's straight down. It ain't gonna fly. Tried to pull up and failed. I need to go to Guardian Site, but you forget. You are correct, Wernick. If I wanted to be efficient, I would go to Guardian Site. That's always been the plan. That was before you got here. But we're not trying to be efficient. We're trying to have a sci-fi live stream show. So we're investigating the other places just to see what they look like. The cartoon was not better than the movie, but the cartoon was excellent. Speed Racer we're talking about.
Help. The navigational sensors are experiencing intermittent.
I'll show you. We yeah, I got to wear my my Speed Racer t-shirt. My vintage 2008 bought at Target Speed Racer t-shirt. That was fun. And since I'm looking at the blue sky, I want to take just a second to look at the at today's animated thumb. I mentioned to you guys that it's a little bit educational. These are the parts we're looking for. This is the random stuff that we want to find today. Everything else we found is actually better stuff, but we don't want it. We want this stuff, which is not as good. I'm not sure where we are. We're at... oh, that's got the wrong one. Icarus is outdated. Where are we right now? We're at Sniffle NL-N C23-4. That's where we are. Because this is where we get the Guardian Shield Booster stuff. And I was just in the mood to get Guardian Shield Booster stuff. Okay. So we're back in outer space, and I'm paying attention to what I'm doing again. I came in way too shallow. I didn't even come in shallow. I just came straight down on it. It's not what you want. You got to have at least some angle of approach, which is what I have now. Okay, so we're going to guard Ancient Ruins 3. Just take a look around. The first two were different, so I'm expecting this one to be different too. The Guardians are neat, and I'm glad that we're doing a years-long story arc, looking into them a little bit more, because I don't think they've explored this enough. Shield boosters are the bee's knees. That's good. My shields are inadequate compared to what I use them for. I haven't engineered my shields hardly at all. I don't have any binding shields or any boosters or anything like that. So, looking forward to having that. Barbing Guardian stuff was lighting. Well, we've only done it the once. We've done it for the frame shift booster, but not for anything else.
It's a beautiful and colorful cosmic cloud formed from gas and plastic expelled by a dying star. We should be able to get...
Quick question. When you were going across the galaxy in the Caspian, what was your jump range after charging a neutron star? What outfitting have you used for that? It's close to 500 light years. So it's like 489 or something like that. We have engineered the frame shift drive, or is it pre-engineered? Let's look. We have a Guardian frame shift booster, and we have the Mark II supercharged, optimized frame shift drive that we engineered ourselves for long range. We don't carry a lot of stuff with us. We just outfitted the basic kind of outfitting for long range stuff. The Caspian naturally goes far. Okay, guys, so you know what this looks like to me? The same kind of site we were just at. So this looks like another Guardian library for more farming, which is probably very interesting, but I'm ready to move on because I already know they don't have a lot of garbage, and we need 50 garbage to do what we want to do. So we are going to select Guardian Structure, go back out into outer space, and come back in at the appropriate place. You had your jump range at 88.72, which translates into a boosted of 547 light years. Yeah, I'm not anywhere near that. I'm not close to 600 or 550. I'm closer to, yeah, like 489, which is plenty. Perfectly happy with that number. Oh yeah, so you guys weren't here when I was talking about it. When there's an official end to Distant Worlds 3, I was thinking it might be fun. It might not be doable, but it probably is, to go to every single waypoint in a single day using the neutron star highway. We could go out to the first waypoint and then just follow them and do every single major waypoint on the last day of Distant Worlds all at once. So that we could say we definitely did Distant Worlds. We hit every single waypoint. We've hit a bunch of them already, but not every single one. And that's why I'm thinking going on a grand tour of doing it all. Maybe it breaks into 2 streams, but that's what I think we should do. Guardian structure. Coming in too hot. Let's turn that down to 50%. Down to 25%. Go. Man, learning how to use that gauge has been nice. I now know how to use the gauge on the right-hand side to know if I'm coming in too fast or not.
The warp engines are functioning within expected parameters, but I detected some unusual energy.
Yeah, do what he says. If you're looking for assistance on that, I get it from the crew anyway. He's giving you advice about lightweight alloys and 60 thrusters and all that stuff. I like to keep my ships a little bit more robust than ultra specialized, so that I've saved a little room for some cargo and my SRVs and scanners and stuff like that. I mean, you could strip all of that away if you plan on spending no time in civilization, but we always do. Like I'm doing it right now. We had to probe this planet, so it's good to have probes. It's good to have a limpet controller, because sometimes you have to scoop some up or hack some drives in the Caspian. Okay. While we still approach this place, let me... on. Switch that sound isn't a bad one. It's just me switching my KV switch. There we go. Oh wait, no. I wanted it that way. 1 second, guys, sorry. That's what I wanted. So I could do this. I need to reset touch portal because it's not working properly. And sometimes you just have to go up here and you have to say restart. That will close and reopen touch portal so that it's more robust than it is right now. Right. Yeah, I recognize this. Yeah, this is how we got the frame shift booster. Oh, no, you know what? It might be a slightly different site. Let's try to land on it. You gonna let me?
Landing gear deployed.
Do I have the necessary turrets on this thing? The point defense turrets that I need. Unsure.
We have touched down.
But we're landed very close to it, so we got that going.
Landing on this body.
Okay. Now I know we're going to encounter some guys here, so we're going to take my war machine. Let's take a look at Icarus and see. Ship. What do I got? Optional, internals, core internals, utility mounts. I just have heat seek launchers. I don't have point defense turrets on this, so this is going to suck. But maybe we won't go through the game loop at all, and we won't draw them in. Because here's something we need right here. Guardian Urn. Okay, cargo scoop open.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Guardian Urn. Oh, Guardian Sentinel. Oh no!
Cargo
Under
scoop
attack.
detected.
Welcome to my new technology, friend. And he's also full of garbage.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Some of these are materials. Some of these are materials. We can hold as many as we want, pretty much. We're after actual items that we can sell back at the store. Let's see more. Let's see if there's any on the scanners. Your combat ready, Skit. Caspian has a fighter bay loaded down, so it's 65 light years. But that's not bad. Yeah, 65 is plenty. That's enough to explore the deep space as well. But what I'm talking about is like the Carl Sagan go around the galaxy thing. Doing all of Distant Worlds in a single day sounds fun to me. These guys wiped out their masters. Well, actually, that's not true. We mentioned that this is probably a Costco parking lot. So these are probably the discount drones. The good ones probably ascended. Like I said, the better AI almost certainly the better AI almost certainly just moved into a star somewhere and is living a virtual life, because why not? You don't need any of this material stuff. It's fine. So maybe they'll come back someday. The downside of the Scorpion is I can only hold 2 things at a time. You know, honestly, I think they gave up on the SRVs a little too quickly as well. Because I should be able to engineer my SRVs. Should be able to take my Scorpion and put more cargo bay on it.
Cargo scoop retracted.
I know I could just turn that stuff in, but I prefer to land on the ship because it repairs the SRV while it's at it.
Low gravity warning.
And it's a little easier. I don't have to go through another menu. I can just load in, load out. So although it takes a little bit longer, I feel like it evens out. Yeah. That's the next thing we want. That's our next trinket. This is not garbage. This is useful, but, you know, who's going to turn down useful stuff? Cargo bay open.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Cargo acquired. Okay. Moving on. Next piece of garbage, please. I made a short a couple of weeks ago where I was talking about you guys are just babies in the world of loot. Because some of the people in the chat, some of the crew right now, was saying, no, ignore that. You don't need that. You don't need that. And I was like, leave nothing. And look at it now. Turns out there's a big call for all this garbage.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
So always gather loot. Now, you guys stunk back, actually, by saying that if I had had a fleet carrier, I could have just held that loot in the fleet carrier until it was useful. And you got me there. You have me there. But I'm just going to call, because I make the rules, I can just call it a total victory by saying I was right, that this stuff is valuable. Not board ship. Can I not? I thought it said I could. There. Now I can board ship. The anti-tech guardians actually turned into the mitochondria. We're just harvesting their eggs. So we're actually eating actual guardians. Okay. They were useless. He says, now see, Wernick, that's the lesson I'm trying to teach you guys. Was useless is useless, you got to see the in between. They were always valuable. It's just people didn't know. Which I'm bringing full screen because, people thought this was useless, and then I changed it around a little bit, and now everybody thinks it's neat, right? So you gotta keep your eyes open. No loot is useless loot. Gather all loot. Store it all up. Not if you're role playing as Indiana Jones. That's right. Finally, you've been caught me live. You've been watching the streams. Love the setup. Oh, well, thanks, Fat. PHAT. Thank you, sir. I am pleasantly surprised to see how many people have been watching the live streams after the fact. That makes me happy, because that's how I watch live streams. I watch my favorite live streamer a couple of days after she does a stream. And so to see people doing that on mine, I'm like, oh, snap. Oh, here's another one. Just a small marker that things are going well for Project Simstarr. Some of you are on the Reddit. And I encountered that weird neutron star, and I decided to put the footage of it on the Reddit to ask people what they thought. Now, here's the cool part. When I post on... When I post on Reddit, I always have to worry that it's going to look like an advertisement for the stream, right? So it's a concern. It's on their part. I could just be posting because I want them to look at my simulator. But this footage was neat. It was relevant to the group, and I wanted the group's feedback. Okay. So I posted it, and the only footage I have is me on the stream doing this. But here's the part. This is what this rambling thing's about. Nobody, even though there was a bunch of comments on it, a bunch of likes, a bunch of advice about what to do about that neutron star, nobody tried to derail the conversation about the simulator. Yeah, got it. What that means, what that shows me is that everybody already knew about the simulator. Nobody had any questions because they knew what the Simstarr was, and they knew I was legitimately asking a question unrelated to. Think about that for a second. Reddit knows who I am. Ooh, that's pretty. Which is pretty cool, I think. Oh. Not as cool as shooting this ancient drone. No, actually, he's not ancient. I believe he was 3D printed a few minutes ago. That's my thinking on it, is that this is a new guy.
Target destroyed.
Got it? I joke about all loot being valuable loot, but I do enjoy this CG having me pick up garbage that they knew was garbage when they built it, because it gives us a new reason to come back to this Guardian site. It's nice not to have to figure out the puzzle and run it at a certain time limit. I'm just here to pick up your garbage, man, which I find to be a refreshing thing to do. A little bit low pressure, you know. I like to be a little bit more chilled. All right, that's the outside done. If you guys saw something I did, let me know. Yeah. You know the answer to the Guardian AI. Its home planet is Raxla. When we find it, we start an intergalactic war with the AI. You might not be wrong. He's a new components. He's a new guy made out of components from the old guy, which would still make him like, you carbon date him, and he's still millions of years old if that was the case.
Low gravity warning.
Okay. I remember there being more garbage than this, but I wasn't specifically looking for garbage, was I? But we've done the outer ring. Now we're going to do the inner ring. I think. Because this looks like I've already been here. Did I already shoot this one down? Oh, this is a slightly different site than the one we went for the Guardians, I think. Oh. I think I see something on there. Right on the corner. That looks peelable. There we go. Darn it, I had it right. Yeah, obviously my joystick's a little too sensitive for this. That sensitivity down a little bit. Hey, it worked! I didn't think it was gonna. Nice. Did I get it, or did I shoot it up in the air? Oh, I did. I didn't open my scoop, that's why.
Cargo scoop deployed.
That's what we want to see. He's a new guy. They didn't start as garbage, though. The original game loop required you to have a certain combination of items in your cargo hold to scan the obelisk for data. Each combo gave a different data type. Oh, that's interesting. I did not know that. Every leaning tower has 3 destructible panels with engineering mats inside. Right. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, this is coming back to me now. Sorry, guys. I can lock onto it for a second. Is it my sensors? What? Oh, I didn't have enough power to sensors. That's why I've been having trouble this whole time. Oops. Sorry. Well, I done did it this time. I shot a rocket at it by mistake. Well, you know what? Missiles got us into this. Yeah, I think I screwed that one up. I don't really feel like I don't really feel like jumping up there because I don't need that. So we'll ignore. We'll just pretend I didn't do that. How about that? Hey, that's shiny. I like shiny things. So you're saying that the Guardian urns were useful at one point? But low grade is what we want. We're at dynamite. Cargo acquired. I thought I had. Well, what's in my inventory right now? Just that one Guardian relic. Okay. Material. Probably being a little too cautious now, but that's okay. We'll go around to the other side. You know what? I'll gather this up first. There we go. And that'll fill our cargo bag.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
And then we'll turn around and we'll grab these materials real quick because they're so right here. Deem myself for the screw up I just did. There we go. Okay. And now we got to address my chances of even getting 50 of these at this point. Because how many have I gotten? Maybe I should go to another place that you guys were recommending that has more garbage in it. Of course, I'm wasting time by not using the scarab. It's probably time to do that as well. I'll assess. board. Let's see what you guys are saying. Yes, urns, tablets, caps, orbs, they were all used to unlock the data. I did not know that.
Cargo scoop retracted.
I like to think that lore-wise,
We need to replace
the reason we don't look into that anymore is simply because we figured it out. We've got better scanners now. I bet that's actually true. Okay. Oops. Out of habit, I deployed the SRB again, the Scorpion. That's okay. We'll go around one more loop.
Low gravity warning.
Let's see here. Don't really want to. The valuable stuff here is material, which is funny because I don't want to waste my time with materials today. I just want trash. Oh, there's some. It's not on my sensors for some reason, but I do see some. Cargo bay.
Cargo scoop.
There we go.
deployed.
Guardian caskets. Sure are a lot of urns and caskets around here. I said I wasn't into it, and then I'm over here into it. The other one's on the other side. Look at this one first. This one. Am I going to try out the links tomorrow? Yes, probably. There's a chance I might not be able to do anything tomorrow, because anytime they update the EXE on our side, I lose my telemetry, which means I won't be able to do anything Simstarr related. I've already talked to Wagnard, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm already working on it." I didn't mean to bug him about it, but I was bugging him about it. So we'll see. We'll see how tomorrow goes. I know that the Simstarr is neat, but it is not necessarily the reason you guys watch. But still, watching me play this game and just a chair is that's okay. Scorpion sensitive sucks, Scarab better. Okay, I'll switch to the Scarab. It's not like these drones are difficult to take out. I am excited for the links. It looks like a cool ship. Getting on and off of it technically gives us ship interiors. Beyond the little glowy onboard thing is on the ship, so that looks neat. Board. I would make a great bus driver. I actually agree with you. I think I'd be pretty good at as a bus driver. Thought about doing it a few times.
Retracted.
Okay. Let's bring this down.
Keep an eye out for planetary nebulae, which are clouds of gas and dust formed from
Let's
time.
take ourselves a quick
They
break.
can be quite colorful and can sometimes have interesting shapes.
It's a little bit early, but not too much. And we're our own boss anyway. The reason I'm not a bus driver. I don't want a boss anymore. So I've grabbed my banana. If you guys are on Snack Watch, it was a banana today. Take a second. Chill out for a second. All right, so we'll switch over to the Scarab. And we'll drive around here again, see if there's anything else that we need to get. And then I guess we've got two choices. We can fly out into space, turn around and fly back and redo this entire thing. Or we can go to another Guardian site. You guys know Guardian sites better than me, so you let me know which one we should do. Is this a good site for picking up relics, or should we go to a different one? I've also finished my tea. So you guys are watching me eat this banana. Then I'm going to put it on break, go get another drink, and come back. But I know some of you are into this. So I'm giving you what you want. All right. Let's take the break first. So I've just eaten that banana in front of you for no reason. I will now go replace my drink, and I will be right back. It won't take long. 2 minutes, 2 seconds at the most. See you guys in a minute.
Welcome back, Commander Wacko. Initializing pre-flight protocols. Welcome back, Commander Wacko. Initializing pre-flight protocols.
And I return. When I went to Black Friday last week, I got a whole bunch of those energy drinks. So I'm drinking Mountain Dew Mango Coconut Water energy drink now. It's low calorie. It's not that I've been mostly off soda, some diet here and there, and I did have some sugar ones when I went out with my friends. But that's that's how it goes sometimes. For you guys that are my accountability buddies, if you're on gym watch, I did manage to go to the gym. I had to not go on Wednesday because I had a little bit of a tight tendon. Gabby wouldn't let me, but we did get plenty of walking done. So we've done a couple of miles in between. So we're still on track to be reasonably sized when I meet you guys at the Sim Gaming Expo in Chicago on September 18th. They still have not announced me on socials yet. I like to think that they're holding off because I'm a big name now. But on the website, I am there. So let's scroll down and take a look at that. Once they make me a social, I'll make myself a little pop-up when it comes up. There I am, Project Simstarr. Host Project Simstarr, a tri-weekly live stream dedicated to sci-fi spaceflight. The project is an ongoing experiment and presentation and presenting simulation as entertainment. So it being a simulator is part of the bit. So I feel like that's a little bit unusual for what I'm doing. Welcome, Soaring Eagle. We're doing well. You missed banana time. I just finished my banana and I just finished my Earl Grey tea. And what you're seeing above in the chat is we were discussing where we should go next. Yeah, all my food is replicated, Wernick. That's a sim banana. No, actually, I have a simulated banana. It made a friend of the show, Make Right. It made him mad. He left because he wanted a banana, and I did a simulated banana instead. But anyway, you guys are giving me advice of where to go, but I think I'll do what Callie's recommending because it was the first one listed. But we still have a little bit more we can gather here. So let's go and grab our scorpion. I'm sorry, our scarab finally. And let's go around this place one more time looking for junk. All powered is systems.
Low gravity warning.
Oof. Oh, this is a different ship. Can you tell? Oh, one of the reasons it took me a little bit longer than I planned on my break just now is when I opened the door, Simmer was very upset. She said that the reason that she stayed out here and she climbed on my lap was because she was hungry and she hadn't been fed this morning. I look over and I guess Mixie had eaten her breakfast, probably her dinner too, by the way she was acting. So I had to stop and give her a little bit of food. And she says, please and thank you. Well, she actually said about time because she's a cat. That's cat for thank you, human, right? Pretty sure. Gotta wait for that to recharge. I can't see it very well. My microphone's in the way. Go. Yeah, I should have been using the Scarab the whole time because it looks like its sensors work on this. Its radar appears to work on it because it usually only works with geological stuff, but I guess all this Guardian stuff counts as geological. Oh boy, I am sucking and climbing this pyramid. My goodness. Try that one more time. Go. Come on. Get on the pad. Right back where I was.
Hull integrity now at 78%.
Oh, goodness. Where even am I right now? Did I make it? I can't. I cannot tell if I made that jump or not. Are you hitting the towers and getting the materials? I am, but I really... Oh, goodness. This is not my car of choice. I really am focusing on the garbage, or at least trying to focus on the garbage. And utterly failing to climb this wall, my goodness. There we go. Because I know that there's some goodies up here. There's a ball up here, right? It doesn't... Does it only... Crap. I'm not ready for this particular fight. So I'm not in the right ship for it, and I don't have a defense against their missiles. And we're running. We're running. Oh, no. All right, we're out of here. I have traumatic memories of these drones back in the day. Got it. Okay. Board. There are 13 pieces here, okay? And I have 2 drones. We're just gonna leave. I thought about loading up the SRV, but I changed my mind. We were gonna leave anyway. We're out of here. Let those drones exist. You're lucky, my friend. You were below my attention, and you get to live.
Frameshift drive
Okay.
charging.
What I'm thinking we do is we go to the place that you guys recommended,
3.
and then but before that, maybe jump back to Civilization real quick so I could buy some point of insurance. Get out of here. And done. Okay. EV co-pilots. Places. Interstellar factors. Where's the nearest interstellar factor ED? Set course. Let's see how close this is.
Destination for interstellar factors is Col 173 sector YH-Z B30-0, which is 40.51 light years from you. Head to Moya Depot, a Coriolis starport that is 26 light seconds from the star.
Excellent. Okay, that works out great. So for you guys that are new, I just used ED Copter
Setting
to activate
course for
ED
Col
Copilot,
173 sector
which
YH-Z.
calculated the nearest civilian place that I could get to, and then actually programmed the course for me so I didn't have to. And it is 1 jump away. Is it only 1? Yeah, it's 1 jump away, so we'll go when we'll buy the parts we need. Yeah, you came with 4 point defense, which is more than enough to take out those missiles, yeah. I did not outfit them because I forgot it was something that I needed. But we'll rectify that momentarily.
This next star is scoopable.
The main power grid is stable, and all subsystems are functioning normally. Good job, crew.
So
This is the final stop in our current route.
you guys remember I had to have a hard stop because there was a call to be made with YouTube. I'm part of their YouTube Vertical Live Bootcamp program. And they're showing me the basics. They haven't taught me a lot yet, but there's been a couple of things they've taught me. But the last one we did was really interesting. It was a round table where they broke us into groups of 4 or 5, and we all shared tips that we've learned so far. And I learned quite a bit and taught quite a bit during those meetings. I met up some interesting people, and one of them wants to be on the show. So we may do a YouTube crossover. They're a therapist, and they usually talk about ways to relax with hypnotherapy. But they also play video games, and she's thinking of jumping onto Elite and having me walk her through it like they do in the movies. So I was thinking I would put her up there on that screen up there. And then have her talk to me via Discord, and then me walk her through how to launch a ship, fly to another station, and dock and land. So that might be coming up soon. I wanted to see what you guys thought about that. Fun fact: the location of your ship that your point of finish matters when defending against drones. Yeah, I remember that. I got to put them up at the top. Can't put them on the bottom. Yeah, they have to be on top of your ship to work. I did remember that, which is a nice touch. I wonder if there's a lot of things in this game that are detailed like that, which makes you wonder if they designed it that way, or if the physics of the point defense turrets that they built automatically do that. I mean, either way is brilliant. It means they did a good job. But I'm curious if they had to put extra programming in to make that a thing.
Access granted. Sit down on landing pad 10.
Landing pad 10, Sarah, India Mike.
You will find landing pad 10 at 8 o'clock at the back, keeping green lights to your right.
As much as I like geodesic shapes, you guys really need to have a front of your station. Or have ports leading in from all sides.
Commander, we have active missions that will expire in the next 60 minutes.
That is not true, Edie. You're reading that incorrectly. Yeah, you think it's the physics of the ship model, which is good because the physics of the ship model are correct. That's what we want to see. We want to have weird things happen because it's designed well at the fundamental physics level. That's what we want. So I just think that's neat that you have to have your point defense turrets on the top in order for them to help you in this situation. It's a neat idea. Okay, landing pad 10. There it is. Gears down.
Landing gear deployed.
If you target the station, it'll show you where the entrance is via the target icon. You mean this hologram down here with the arrows? I did know about that.
Station Commander.
Landing successful. Clear to disembark.
Same thing with fire arcs and dead spots where you can't shoot through yourself. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, the mini model shows the arrows. I'm just saying, you guys should have a more visible profile. That's all. All right, mission board. Let's make some friends. We haven't spent enough money today. Here's $1 million, courtesy of Nakado Kane. Let them know you eat tonight because Nakado cares for you. Never mind, it's coming out of my bank account, but that's all right.
Incoming message.
That'll be them upgrading their status, my status with them. Yeah, we're cordial now. Good day, Commander. Please report your reputation status. Cipitas Dia has been raised to cordial. Go. All right. Why did we come here? We came here to go to outfitting, and then go to optional. No, not optional internal. We want utility mounts. And again, we have to make sure they're on the top of the system, and these two look pretty good. We want to do... Oh, did they not have any? Killboard scanner shield boost. I'm a little surprised they don't have any. Chaff watchers. Everyone's a class 0, right? Okay. Let's see if we can't find it. Raw material, manufacturer, hotspots, commodities, ship outfitting. I want... I don't know if I can... Oh, I can. Okay, so I want... Point... This is the first time I've tried this. So I'm going to look for nearby point defense turrets. Okay.
The best destination for a zero-eye point defense is Pencil Sector TI-T B3-5, which is 69.20 light years from
Setting the course, we got to go to a different place.
A Coriolis starport that is 2 light seconds from the star.
At the pirate signal, Casting Explorer, your co-pilot had a bowl of stupid for breakfast, flying around like a drunken sailor. Ran right into it and went boom. Well, if you have a co-pilot, you should have blamed them for all the massacres. That should be obvious, man. I didn't know you had a co-pilot. You should have blamed them for everything. Marine Depot. There we go. So yeah, we got to make another jump. This place didn't have what we needed, and it's better to take the time to get what we need than it is to go out there and just let them pummel me with missiles. So we'll do that real quick. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's one jump away anyway. You know, I've never hired the virtual crew. I got my own virtual crew. Hold on, we haven't fed Ropet at all today. Ropet. Oh, we got a sparrow. I'm gonna give that sparrow to you, Soaring Eagle. Don't eat them. You're an eagle, but don't eat the sparrow. Ropet's there to be a friend, not food.
Until next time, Commander.
What do you guys think of my green screen today? I redid it. I did the Delta Keyer again. Somebody gave me some advice about using 2 Delta Keyers. I tried it. It didn't work. Not for me anyway. I'll leave it at one. But I think it looks pretty good. Maybe a little green, but that's not so bad. I'd rather have a little green than than have holes in the simulator. Okay. Where did Edie say we should go? Go here. Wait, the Zoni Gateway. So the nearest one. I won't, he says, his feathers stick out of his beak. Brady the dog thinks it looks good. Oh, you guys like it? All right. Sad to think that the Caspian is now the new Crate Mark II. Oh, I love my Caspian. What are you talking about? I also redid this one. How does this look? Pretty good, I think. I honestly think the old, like, 10-year-old Logitech looked a little better, but I'm working on it still. We'll figure it out. One tweaked setting at a time. Oh, stopping by Bertie the dog, stopping to give me a like. And, you know, If you give me a like and you tell me you give me a like, you get to feed Ropet. So Ropet's going to get fed well today. Oh, yep, you got the squid. That's his favorite form. This isn't a dodecahedron. Oh. Boy, that's a funky looking quad, isn't it? Yeah, let's request permission to dock.
Landing permitted. Cleared for landing on docking bay 25.
So, you're the architect for our new station. Yes, I would like it to look a little bit like you're in hell all the time. This is a place where people live, right? Yes. Make sure metal music pumps in to their quarters. We want this to look rad. I want Sheol vibes. At my Bucky Bees gas station.
This is our first visit to this.
Oh wow, I hit that one at an angle. Here, check this out. Look, oh, you can't tell. I'm very much leaning over this way right now.
Shutdown. Enjoy your visit, Commander.
Enjoy your visit to Sheol. Donate. 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 You got to be careful to stop before you get to the one where they want you to donate commodities. Oh, good, they don't have any. So it's all about money with these guys. That's exactly what we want to see. I'm bleeding over so far. I got to put this thing down. It'll fix itself once we go into outfitting, I think. Oh, you almost forgot to give me a like. Would you fix it now? Will you get to feed Ropet? Hey, a lion. A lion's just a kitten.
Incoming message.
I've made progress with getting StreamerBot to actually do what I'm telling it to do. It started early on when there was only a couple of people in the stream, like in the first 5 minutes. It was broken, but in a good way because it was progress. It kept reporting over and over and over that you couldn't do what it was trying to do, but they weren't trying to do it. But anyway, I'm trying to say that soon I will not have to manually feed Ropet. Anybody that is a member of the channel will be able to feed Ropet once a day. They'll just be able to go in and feed him. So if you become a channel member, you could just feed Ropet. That's how that's going to work in the near future. All right, so we have given them money for no reason. We'll go into outfitting. Simstarr Tumbler available on our merch store. Somebody bought the Simstarr profile t-shirt, which is my favorite one, overnight. I think it was last night while I was sleeping. Somebody picked one up. Now, let me show it to you real quick. This one right here. I don't know what color they picked. This is the one. Hold on. This is the one that I have. That is mustard colored with red. That's just something I like to wear in civilian life. I actually have a picture of me doing it. Hold on. There we go. So that's the one that I like. So when I go to the Sim Gaming Expo in September, you can expect me to wear this at least one of the days. Okay. We were doing outfitting. We were going to no, not optional trailer. Making that mistake again. And I hit back too many times. Ropet gonna get fat? Well, he already can become a full-on blue whale, so I don't think that's much of a concern. Go. Pulse wave. Point defense turret. There we go. Buy and equip.
Commander, I recommend you quit
And then one on the other side as well. Point defense turret. And I do not believe we need more than 2. I think 2 will do just fine. Okay. So now that we've got that, those are automatic. They take care of themselves. Oh, you know what? I noticed actually that Nibbler hasn't been giving us reminders. I turned off one thing on there and it ended up turning off everything. I wonder what's up with that. But anyway, don't forget to click like, as he was saying. Clicking like does help significantly. It shows it to new people. While it's happening live, if you click like, I would appreciate it. Of course, clicking live if you're watching it as a VOD is also very much welcome. Reputation change. Go. All right, so we're done there. The only other thing we need to do is set a course. And you guys gave me one. I'll have to type it in manually, which is going to so. Okay, it is. We'll use this one. Why not? Go. S. Y. N. U. E. F. E. Got it? Great. XR dash H space D11 dash 102. There it is. All right, this is our second Guardian site. It's the one that Kai Brunis recommended. He was the first person to get it in. He said this is where he likes to go to pick up all of this garbage that we need. So it is just another Guardian site for us to go to. How many jumps away is it? It is only 3 jumps away. That's fine. At one point, that would have been 6 or 7 jumps away, but we have a Caspian Explorer, and it's basically cheating. Oh, I forgot to turn back on my haptics. You guys are sitting here watching me do nothing. There we go. Down a little bit. Whoever designed this system is very close to the sun. Hold on, I'm curious now. Because he made such a weird station. He painted it bright red. He put those noob hammers on it. He put it close to the sun. What else did you do? Is everything else under construction? Is that what's happening here? Boy, you're not playing around. You are putting a station everywhere a station can be. What does this icon mean, guys? Is this a place still under construction? Oh, hold on. There's another one that's just right here. So let's go check it out real quick. And then we'll go on our outer space journey. What is Ericsson's Pride? What does that even mean? Is it another hellscape?
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I've not mentioned it in a really long time, but I discovered something about metal music. The reason that metal music is associated with the devil is because it's super effective against the devil. So he has convinced you that it's his music. I was thinking about this because of an anime. What's it called? Don to Don. They had to do an exorcism, and the traditional exorcism wasn't getting it done. So they invited Dragon Force to come over, and they do a full Dragon Force song. You know, like get it, the TV. It's like, right? And then like the fires of hell come out, and they're like do 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 do, and that ripped that demon out of that body like you wouldn't believe. And it made me realize that, you know what? That's the devil's greatest trick. To convince us that metal music is his and not ours to defeat him. All right, so what is this then? It's a comms installation. What? No, that's what I've just locked onto. What? What is this thing, guys? What is Ericsson's Pride? He's named it and everything. He's built 50 of these. They're installations, horizon level scannable object. Okay, I'm down with what you're saying, except for one like confusing part. Like, why did a player set this up? Why did a player want use data link scanner? Why did a player want to pollute his timeline with these? If it's under construction, it has a red ring around it. Okay, so a player, for some reason, hold on, what is available here? Power node, defense system, hackable data transmitter, power capacitor. Okay, this is the kind of stuff I would expect to see. Chips log uplink 1, 2, and 3. Okay. I mean, this feels like filler to me. So why did somebody come in and create... So this station is done. He has filled every single slot in this solar system with this. Why did he do that? Does anybody know? Requirements for unlocking certain features. Okay. We can't play the music, but hold on. Since I did just go on that little rant, let's take a look here. It's... Yeah, Dan, right? Metal. We're gonna watch it without the music for just a second. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, are we muted here? Because I do not want to get demonetized for this. Yes. Okay. So they've been trying to do this exorcism all day. And they bring in the experts. And the experts set up their equipment. Exorcism song! Right? And they're like, well, it's subtitles, so we'll be able to see it. Exorcism song!
This is known as an accretion disk, and it's formed as the black hole sucks in metal.
I'm gonna fast forward a little bit because there's no sound. I can feel your castle starting to crumble down. Spirited lunacy. And yeah, they rip that spirit out of his body. Because it's anime, he doesn't want that to actually happen. But it made me realize, for real, if you think about it, metal is super effective against the devil. You ain't playing country music and making the devil go, nah. But if you start playing metal, the devil's like, ah, shit, that's rad as hell. And then he starts, you know, he starts losing the battle, is pretty much what I'm saying. Make that canon, guys. Because he's a frontier forum and he never got attention as a kid. Oh, don't be mean. I thought you were supposed to be the chill guy, man. You were supposed to be chill. Don't be mean. Don't be making fun of people. Okay, so we're done playing around with this goofy thing. Let's get away from it. Let's get away from anime for a little bit. Are we going to start a new passenger line, hauler line with the new ship? Yes, actually. I've never done the passenger stuff before. Since the new ship is clearly meant for operations and operations isn't out yet, then I absolutely plan to do the content of transporting passengers. Well, that's not true. I did do refugees during the Thargoid War, but I've never done just paying passengers before. So that's going to be neat. We'll pick up like 250 NPCs and carry them somewhere else for a stream. That is on our list of things to do for sure.
Comply.
Oh, hard points.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, excited for the Leaks Highlander. So am I, except that there's always dread when they introduce a new ship. Because introducing a new ship makes my haptics go away. The chair stops working. and I need to wait for the extremely hardworking and compassionate dev to go in and fix my plugin that makes it possible for me to use Simstarr.
This star isn't scoopable.
That's tomorrow, guys. So I might not have chair support tomorrow. We'll see. That'll probably mean I fly better, but I don't like playing this game without my telemetry. It feels off. It feels off because once you do this long enough and you know how it's supposed to feel, and then you don't get that feedback, it activates that part of your brain that goes, "Oh, are we sick? Are the monkeys sick? Should vestibular motion doesn't match what I expect? Did monkey eat bad berries?" Well, I'm hitting that way too fast. Let's come to a full stop here. If people like Pat Robinson are in heaven, I got news for you on that. No. What is the plugin? It's just called the Elite Dangerous Telemetry plugin. It's for SimTools. SimTools is what I use to give me my motion in first place. Isn't that the perfect excuse to go do on foot stuff? I guess. I don't really want to though. I want to fly in space. 478 light years is how far we're jumping now that we've scooped that special fuel.
4, 3, 2, 1.
But don't worry, I've already decided. I was tempted. I've been tempted for a while to do only 2 streams a week, so I can catch up on the shorts content. But that day is not tomorrow. We're going to be doing this stream tomorrow no matter what. Even if I sit there with no telemetry, we'll be flying around in the chair until he updates it. We'll see how it goes.
There are 3 bodies in this system which have biological signals whose type has not been confirmed, Commander.
The other option, though, I could start on time, which would be my preference. But the other option is I don't start until I have it. So, even if that's 6 o'clock at night, I might do that too. That's a possibility.
Frameshift drive charging.
But yeah, a passenger hauler that will fill with basic and economy class rooms. And you pick up NPCs as missions, and then you carry them to a new place. And sometimes pirates are after them, and sometimes they want you to do wacky stuff. It should be fun. With 250 people on there, it should be a fun thing to do. Especially since it's available to everybody. I don't even have to budget any money for it. What we've done, he's saying that he never really bought into the on-foot loops. Probably just for the sake of having people play 60-hour solo, and you still don't want to be alone anymore. Why are we here? Oh, right. We're here because we're already at the Guardian site.
11-1025D, which will net us around 23.45 million credits.
Let me get my bearings here. You guys didn't tell me which planet it was. Let me see if I can figure it out. Probably one of these. Can I narrow it down any more than that? What about this one? This is an unusual looking one. Hey, there's Nibbler, reminding you to click like. Thank you, Nibbler. Oh, anyway, I like the on-foot content. We've actually done it plenty of times. We've done the on-foot loops. They're fun, but I'm just not in the mood to do it right now. Is all I'm really saying. Not in the mood not to have my chair telemetry. I'm in the mood to do flight. Hey, look at all those hearts bouncing off. That's cool. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I'm going to do some of those too. I'm an old man, I know, but this stuff right here, this is like some of my favorite things from the live streaming era. I like that stuff where I think that's a Facebook innovation. I'm glad everybody adopted it. I need to move that. I need to change the CSS so that fills my whole vision so I know when you guys are doing that. Fun fact, you can negotiate your rewards, right? Yeah. Yeah, you find the lack of interplay between the ship, SRB, and on-foot gameplay disappointing. Well, I've got good news for you, Tape Deck. They're coming out with D1B. D1B, isn't that where I am? Hold on. They're actually combining them all into operations, which was supposed to come out this month. Is actually supposed to come out tomorrow, but they've delayed it. D1B. So am I not the right one? D11, 102, D1B. Oh, I get you now. Okay, I see. I see where you're going with this. All right. D1B. So that would be... Is that where we're headed? No. Hold on. I can figure this out. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5. Okay. So this would be 1D. Would there be a D here? No. D1B. Okay. D1B. This one maybe? I don't think that's right. But we need some names before we can go further anyway. The new ramps on the Lynx Highlander have made you hyped. Yeah, you're going to get interiors. I've pitched interiors many, many times. I know exactly how they're going to do it. They're going to create it as part of operations. They're being easy on themselves at first. They're not going off and doing it immediately. But they're going to create ship interiors for you to raid during operations. I guarantee you. You're going to land at stations. They're going to create an instance dungeon in the station, and that's where you're going to do it. D-body, 1B. Your ass? All right. D-body. Well, which one of these is D-body? We need some more data, guys. Mass D, body 1B. Okay. A, B, C, D, body 1B. Sorry, they're not labeled in my defense. Well, we got to hit somewhere, so we'll just head there. That'll give me, if I get at least one planet recognized, that'll actually fix my confusion. And for you guys that are big elite guys, I know it can be frustrating when somebody at my skill level suddenly doesn't know how to do something. I apologize about that. I've just forgotten how they label these. There we go. Oh, wait, that's the pencil sector. That's the wrong sector. That's not where we are. Icarus Terminal. Got that wrong. There is no nav beacon because this is technically unexplored space. All those places are fleet carriers. There is no nav beacon here, guys. There was an ancient ruin target. Okay. But this is going to answer my question. Okay. So now that I have at least one thing scanned in, now I can get my bearings. Okay. So instead of everything saying unexplored, it now says unexplored, unexplored, unexplored. D11, 4. Okay. And this one is showing 4B. Okay, so D... Where did the D come from? Hold on. I really want to figure this out. D1B. Where's the D? When you say D, what are you talking about? It has a tourism beacon on the first. There's an ancient ruin target. Flash Ancient Ruins 1. This is the system I think it is. Just 1B. Just 1B. That's this one, right? There is no 1B, right? Because that's 2B. No, this would be 1B. This one. That's 1B. I figured this out. It's all good. I know what I'm doing. Just 1B. Okay. All good. We're gonna head on over. This is gonna say 1B, and then I'm not going to be confused anymore. And I'll pretend like I always do what was happening. B is the body type. Oh, okay. Again, you know, when you know the answer and the streamer doesn't, and they're all bouncing around doing it all wrong, I know it could be very like, just do it. Hear me through the ether. Do it. But I think I've got it locked down now. I think we've got the right place. Yeah, through process of elimination. You're right about that. If we go to every planet in this solar system, we'll eventually find it. But I don't think that'll be necessary. Although I didn't turn it down to 7. I didn't turn it down in time. So you're probably gravity weld right now. There we go. That's 2B. So now when we open this up, we'll have the information we need. Which is 2. This is 1. This is 1A. This is 1B. There we go. Which actually does make sense because they want you to be able, back in the day, when you were exploring this stuff, they would want it to be discoverable. They wouldn't want people to fly past it. So it makes sense that it would be close to the star. Stars ABC, planets 1, 2, 3, moons ABC. Yeah, I did know that, but I just forget. It's okay to be confused sometimes. And a little bit of a loop as a treat. There we go. And soon this will switch from unexplored to very explored. One A. I have no ancient ruins, unidentified signal source. All right, let's check out the unidentified signal source. Take a look what that is first. Watch this be a fleet carrier. Degraded emissions. I'm curious now. No, wait, it's too far away. We know what that'll be. All right, ancient ruin. Okay, so yeah, to recap, because I did FSS is a thing, but that doesn't necessarily mean it'll be there. Let's take a look. Oh, I haven't even run the scan yet. Demerits, by the way, Wernick, because you waited until I was here and then said FSS. You knew FSS was an option the whole time, but you waited until it was irrelevant before you did it. But I'm curious now. Let's take a look here. Ah, excellent. Okay. Concentrated signal sources. I'm looking at this for a reason, actually. You remember when we were looking for Raxla? Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Hold on. I'm gonna delay our arrival for a second. Remember when we were looking for Raxla? I was pretty insistent that it would show up in some way, that there would be some clue. It's based on this, and I've never actually done this before. So what we're gonna do? Yeah, I did miss it. I did not see you say use the FSS. I'm gonna jump over to this star real quick, and then we're gonna jump back because I want to experience what this looks like when you come into the sector for the first time. We're going to pretend that fleet carriers are not there, and we're going to pretend that we're out in deep space, and we're discovering this Guardian site for the first time. I want to see if it will catch my eye the way I think it will, and that way, the next time we go looking for Raxla, we'll have a more sound understanding of what it is I think they're doing. And this tumbler works too well.
Our next star is scoopable.
None of the ice melts. It's hard to get the drink out. Okay, first we'll just scan this regular star.
The requested location.
We're close to something important, so it'll be covered in fleet carriers. But is what I want transient sources? Concentrated signal sources? Asteroid clusters, metal-rich bodies, planets. Oh, an Earth world. Oh no, it wasn't. Okay, let's turn that off. We are not at the right place, but I wanted to take a look. So now let's fly back to this planet. Hold on.
System is just one jump away.
And we're going to pretend that we just arrived here in deep space. You guys get what I'm saying? You guys get where I'm going with this? So we're going to pretend that none of this other stuff is here, and I want to see what the FSS says about this ancient ruin. Can we pick it up on the scanner? Can we pick it up way away from the planet? That kind of thing. Because that's how I think Raxla is. I think they're using the same technology they're using for the Guardian sites for this, for the Raxla hit. The Raxla Easter egg. Okay, so we arrive, and we scoop.
We have a process of interest entry for this system, filed under exploration.
We haven't honked it yet.
There are 2 bodies in this system with known biologicals that exceed your bioscan.
Fuel scooping complete.
30 bodies. And
which will net us
is this the one? This one? Concentrated signal sources, right? We already know that it's 1. So we want to go look for planet number 1. We're ignoring everything else. There's planet number 2. Okay. And it would light up here. Zoom in. And it's 1B, right? There's 1B. Yep. Ancient ruins. Okay. Okay. You can honk inside the FSS? I thought I had tried that. It didn't work. I'll try it next time. Because I could have sworn that wasn't a thing I could do. Okay, so that was actually worth my time. I really think I'm right. I don't think I will find Raxla, but I think whoever does find Raxla, my mundane method is what's going to be it. So we're going to all these different star systems, and we're taking a look at the scans when it's someplace new. There will be right here where there isn't normally something. Let me go back one. Hold on. There we go. Where there isn't normally something, there'll be a little exclamation point. Because nothing ever shows up on this part of the bandwidth. We'll be completely by ourselves in completely deep space. We'll go and we'll scan all the planets that are around, and then we'll focus in on that. And when we do, it'll come up instead of saying ancient ruins. Well, maybe it'll say ancient ruins, or maybe it'll say weird signal source, or something like that. And then we will go and check it out, just like we're doing now. So again, we're pretending that we're finding this for the very first time, that no one else is around. It is close by. Let's look at that, actually. It's within scannable range. It'll be like a moon on the first planet not far from the sun, right? It'll be like on a moon. Okay. And then it'll light up. It'll say something, ancient ruins, weird signals, something like that. It'll be easy to fly to because this was made in 2013, 2012, when they added Raxla to this database. So it'll be something that we can approach through regular FSD out in deep space, just like this. That's why I'm not using any overdrive. When we get there, we'll scan it with some probes. And then the probes should reveal a little bit more information, I think. I think that's how this works. Notice I did not discover it with FSS. I discovered it by just physically going there. Another thing that was very core to the original system. They built this to be discoverable. They built this to be discoverable with only what was available at launch in December of 2014. Go. Sorry if you guys aren't as excited as I am. You might have done all this already. This is kind of the first time I've done this part. Wow, that moon is close. You got a close moon, man. Hello, moon men.
Surface scanned by 50%.
16 human
Surface
signals
scan
detected on Body
complete.
1B.
Okay, so then we go to navigation. It's still minor wreckage, unidentified signal source, and ancient ruins. Okay, let's look at that again, actually. Ancient Ruins 1 and Ancient Ruins. Uh-huh. Let's go here first. Or is it the exact same place? It is. It's the same place. Okay. One is a beacon, and one is the actual ancient ruins. So this confirms something that I already knew, but this confirms it with real, actual testing, which is that if a developer put Raxla in the way I think they did, they almost certainly dropped in a beacon that shows up in the nav column. They did that to get your attention so that you wouldn't just fly past it. Now, somebody might have flown past it already, but it gave them the clues they needed. So when we go looking for Raxla, we go and we check this FSS, and that should be enough to let us know to move on or not. To be clear, we are not looking for Raxla right now. We are looking for ancient ruins. I screwed up the approach, so I bounced off the ammo so I can get another take at it. You got to go make the run again. You're not at top 75% because you're only at 25. Yeah, we're aiming for 50 today. Let's see how we're doing. 13. It's not bad. We're gonna have to pick this up tomorrow too, I think. To get all the 50, I think we need. I do not like doing the CG and then getting kicked out of the CG because I didn't bring in it quite enough, which is why I'm doubling the requirements. I believe the requirements are actually 30, so we're not quite doubling. We're just aiming for way more than the minimum. And there are 13 items total that we can get down here. Yeah, that's doable. That'll get us halfway today, maybe a little over half, and then we'll come back and we'll do the same thing tomorrow. I still have the emote thing open, so yay! I'm so far away. Boo. I was really hoping I could glide a little longer than that. Oh well. Yeah, because there are players that will wait to the last minute and jump literal tons that guarantee they hit the top groups. That's why I'm aiming for more than required. I think you guys said it was 29 was the requirement, which is why I'm aiming for 50. That should be enough, even with those late bloomers to come in and drop them off. Don't blame me, you turned in 7. I want that suit. I don't know if I need that suit. And that's why I want that suit. Because we don't know enough about operations to know why they're outfitting a suit that way. That's not the way I would outfit a suit. It's not the way I did outfit a suit. So that's why I want it. I wanted to see why it is they think I should have it. Because they offered it last week, and then Easter, they weren't there to extend the mission. So then they created this one, which is basically the same mission. Go and find a bunch of useless stuff and sell it to us. So this minor wreckage. You got your suit from the Elitester eggs. We went and we did. I don't know if you were there for it, but we went and we did an egg hunt, man. We just did it after the fact because the CG was done by the time we got around to it. Yeah, you want the suit because you've never done any on foot stuff. You want to participate in operations. So yeah, a pre-engineered suit will work well for you. I agree. But yeah, it's got stuff like I've never found the benefit in expanded battery capacity or extended backpack capacity. And it's got both of those. That's not how I would outfit a suit. If I was going into a 4-person piato, I would. Well, what would I do? What have I done? Some night vision, some extra shielding, that kind of thing. Yeah, minor wreckage is an abandoned SRV aircraft satellite. I agree. Right. You guys didn't say yay or nay about my Raxla theories, though. I think I'm right. I think it'll show up on the FSS just like we're seeing here. Ancient Ruins. I think this will totally be the way they do it. I think it's the way they did do it. I think they did it over 10 years ago. We'll have to do another Raxel search with what we've learned so far. I still believe it's in an undiscovered solar system, and it will show up on the FSS. So that means that we need to pick another likely target that a developer would have chosen and go do a synchronized search of the area. What I was reminded of is that I'm all the way out, way past Colonia. I'm on the other side of the galaxy, which when the game came out would have been unthinkable. That's just not something they would have done. So they would have put it not close to Earth, but here, let me show you. Let me show you just what I mean, actually. So we're at a Guardian site that's hard to get to by 2014 Elite Dangerous standards. So here's the bubble. Oh, zoomed out way too far. Okay, so here's the bubble, and here's where we are. And they consider that to be kind of far out. This would have been like 20 jumps from civilization. It would have been like 30 jumps from your home station, right? So they consider that far out. So we need to pick something out here and search for unknown stars out here somewhere and do a Raxel search somewhere out here. I'm not going to randomly pick a place because I need a little bit more information first before I do it. But it's going to be a lot closer to home. I still don't think anywhere near the bubble. I don't think anywhere near any place anyone's been. I don't think it'll be in the locked down parts of space, but outside of it, I think. The real question is the rumor true that someone passed through it and didn't scan? I do not believe that that is true. I am going under the assumption that that has not happened because I cannot confirm that that rumor is true. I don't know anything about that. Oh, something's changed with Distant Worlds. Hold on. Galnet evidently just released some news. They did it ahead of time, they're saying. Let me take a look. Okay. Distant Worlds 3 Expedition enters. Oh, that's all it is. It's just them entering a new place. After spending a month in the Trojan Belt and the Accardian Stream, the Distant Worlds Expedition has again entered regions with higher stellar density. The flotilla is now bound to Wayport 13, a separate jaunt. What I'm looking for is an end date. Oh, they're tying it into the Guardian thing. Okay. The flotilla is now bound to Waypoint 13 in its epic jaunt. Expedition Command confirmed their scientific projects around stellar density and property surveys were still ongoing. Ever since we left Rainbow's End, we have conducted dozens of sector sweeps. DSS Operations Executive Hermine DeClure confirmed the data models were we could prepare at Rainbow's End with so many commanders' exploration data really paid off, and now to facilitate many of our daily scans. DeClure confirmed that the expedition flag carrier, Odysseus, will install a special commemorative beacon at the waypoint system, which, on scanning it, will register any commander's call sign and store it in the data vault for later laurels. Laurels? Okay. Chief Astronomer Linda Amanda Terholt has confirmed that the flotilla will take the opportunity to visit the nearby Guardian ruins at the Teal Nebula, formerly cataloged as EO. To best of our knowledge, the Guardian ruins at the Teal Nebula may be the least explored because they are quite remote. Why not take a look at it while we're there? I bet Ram Ta is watching us with envy right now. After another 3 days full of exploration relivery, the expedition will once again prepare for the next leg of the journey, which they will report in due time. Okay. The reason I was excited about that, I wanted to run off and read that, was because I know they're coming close to the end, and I don't want to miss it because I have that plan of hitting all the waypoints in a single stream. Maybe two. I haven't done the math yet, but 1 or 2 streams. We start out at Earth and we go all the way around the galaxy and we get every single stream before Distant Worlds officially ends, is my plan. So here's that beacon. Let's hit it up with the data link scanner. Can I do that? No. Oh, we got an email because we're close enough to it. Ancient Ruins, tourist spot, 0635. The interception of a video transmission proved enough information for Commander Bosch to triangulate the location of these ruins. There has been much speculation by researchers as to the origins of the ruins. Some have suggested that it would be over 1 million years old. Others have wondered if there are more of these sites yet to be found. So this must be the very first one. Interception of a video transmission. So that would have been one of their trailers. They'll let them triangulate based off the star pattern, is what they're referring to there. Okay, and the ruins are over here. Laurels are victory rewards, often presented by the Crown of Leaves. Oh, okay. That's an English thing that did not come over to the States. That's not a thing that we say. And I'm not doing a bit. I'm just sharing cultural information. I've never. I know sometimes I lean on my laurels, like that's where I sit down. But I've never offered anybody any laurels by the Crown of Leaves. I've done that. I'm wondering if this will let me park in goofy places. Because this looks like a pretty good place to park. This looks like Star Wars land Disney World. Right there. My HDMI cables loose again. I need to tighten it. Oh, I can park here. Okay, landing gear's down. Let's go ahead and do that.
We have
And
touched
down.
Commander, our first landing.
All right, so we're going to take the Scarab because there should be a bunch of stuff here. Think Caesar's crown. Okay. Gabby likes Caesar's crown. She has a bunch of gold leafed leaves she likes to wear. Okay, so what we're doing here, guys, we're doing what we originally had planned to do at the beginning of the stream. We are here to find a bunch of junk, and we've taken the right ship, and this ship is showing us that there's junk all around. Junk everywhere. So we're gonna drive to any of these places showing up on our radar until they focus in, and we're gonna scoop up whatever. No, actually, I changed my mind. We're gonna go back to the ship. Oh, I am in a Scarab now. We're gonna go back to the ship, and we're gonna do this more grid-wise. We'll circle around the outside, and then we'll hit the inside, using the ship as our anchor point. That way, we're more likely to get stuff. Well, I'm following what I think is a signal. No, I guess not. Is this picking up everything? Well, there's an ancient relic. We'll start there.
Cargo scope deployed.
Oh, that one spawned in the ground. Okay, so it did work. It was telling me it was directly in front of me, but yeah, it is. It is spawned in the ground, which does sometimes happen. That's okay. Plan still working. Around we shall go. And we'll just keep going around until we see another white square, which will be another thing that we can scoop up. Aren't you supposed to be laying low and letting your notoriety go down? What I thought you were gonna do. If I move my ship a little bit away, it may come out. Okay.
Ship dismissed.
It may have popped into the ground because my ship was there, huh? What the hell? Man, you guys know this game well. Holy crap. That's awesome. That is cool. I'm very pleased. Thank you, crew. Nibbler, let them know how pleased I am.
No getting me. We win the day again.
We win the day. That was cool. I want my ship to come back though,
Ship recalled.
because I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need those point defense turrets at some point. So I'll let it land wherever it thinks it should. Should be enough. Man, it's way better playing with you guys than without. It's not just the obvious advantage one gets by having knowledgeable players nearby. It's that cool feeling that I do have a crew. That was very Mr. Spock of you. Well, yeah. He says it's just... Soaring Eagle says he knew to do that because it happened to him. But that's called experience, I got. So I have experienced members of the crew on board, tell me to try stuff. It's great. So I am right now headed towards this. I want to see, is it reading this? Is the radar picking this up? Yeah, it must be. Getting a better signal this way. Well, so far I've found one thing, and it wasn't even garbage. Been looking at the radar instead of with my own eyes. Haven't found anything yet. That place is replete with easy to find goods. So you got 25 mats in less than 2 hours. Oh, okay. I'm obviously not in the right part of it, but that's okay. Nothing over here. Let me get my bearings. Ah, that way. To that structure over yonder. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're supposed to be on that side of the hill. Just wanted to get on this ramp here. Oh, yeah, this freaking SRV. Look at the top bar of the scanner, okay? I'm looking at the top bar of the scanner. What about it? All those bars are something, yeah, but some of them are just the structure. We found like this is showing up as a thing.
Copy that, boss. I'll maintain standby status until you're aboard.
Boy, the Simstarr found a good place to park, didn't they? Yep. Grounds. Are you sure about that, Wernick? Do I feel the ground accurately in the simulator? Yes, I do. Yeah, Max Road, the first thing that I did when I got in the SRV, I was like, oh man, this is why people like racing. This feels real as hell. I could actually turn down the smoothing so I could feel individual rocks in the road. I generally don't because that makes flying around difficult, and I can only have one profile at a time. But yeah, this is pretty realistic compared to the rocky ass terrain I'm in. There's the. And he was saying, look at the top layer, which is what I'm trying to do. But yeah, that's this, right? Which is not something I can farm. Ah, you didn't say they were useful centric. Yeah. We're on the same page, man. We're on the same page. I did not know of my list of things I was bad at. Finding garbage was one of them, because I remember the last time we went to a Guardian site, which is about 4 months ago. I found all kinds of garbage. You guys told me not to scoop up, and I scooped it up anyway. Not this time, though. Here's something. What is that? Oh, it's a weird looking rock. That's the one we already hit. Okay, those things, they like doing things in threes. So I should find another one of those. Over here, maybe? Yeah, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and scan this bad boy. Oh, it's not working. Hold on a second. My button isn't working. And I kind of need my button to work. Let me think this through. Let's try restarting Touch Portal again. That was a Guardian site, and this is an ancient site. Well, this is an ancient site full of Guardian tech. Oh, no, I'm not having any trouble, guys. This isn't one I'm confused about. This is actually a technical difficulty. The system isn't switching over my... Oh! I make this mistake every time. Every time I get into a Scarab, I forget that the Scorpion has 2 guns. So I have this one set up for this. Yeah, the reason it's not switching... Okay, hold on. Maybe it is. 1 second. My fire groups aren't right. That's what the problem is, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. That's the problem. So we make that number 1, that number 2. Okay, and then we'll switch fire groups. And then we'll do a scale. Okay, got it. I got it. I was not in combat mode. I had a gun selected. That's why I kept saying to switch modes, but I was not in combat. This is where many of the areas of the SRV survey shines. It has overlay maps of all the Guardian sites. Oh, that's true, but I don't really want to look into it. But we don't really... I'm not here to scan data this time. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to find urns and garbage cans and caskets and old keys and shit like that. Ancient obelisk. Yeah, that's the thing I've already scanned. Okay. That's the thing I've already scanned. I'm looking on my radar for stuff. It says there's stuff directly in front of me. We'll go back over here, which is a place we were already. I don't remember saying no stuff. This just means it's scannable. That's why it's blue. Huh? That just means it's scannable. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Nibbler. Don't forget to click like, you guys. That helps share the word while we're live. I'm not seeing nothing. I know I'm doing something wrong at this point, because I should have at least seen another obelisk pop up. So we'll follow the radar, see where it leads us. Any non-datas here? Nope. Well, we might as well scan this one. Ancient site is the library, no trash. But didn't he say that this is where he got most of his stuff? Was right here? All right, well, let's head off to someplace else where there's more trash. We've only got 14 of the things that we need. Oh, there's one.
Cargo scoop retracted. Cargo scoop deployed.
There'll be one more of these around here, but let's go somewhere else. I'm thinking I deal with the Guardians I know instead of the ones I don't. I'm willing to go wherever you guys think I should. You want to? Somebody, I think it was Soaring Eagle posted a place we could go, but I'm thinking I might just go back to our original location because we only have an hour, no, 50 minutes left. Oh, you know where actually we should go? We should head back and turn this stuff in before we pick a new Guardian site. Because I do want this stuff to count. I want to be on the board. You never know what might happen in the future. I could have sworn it said, man, why do I keep making that mistake? There we go. Board.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Okay, so inventory, we have 15 of these items. All of them can be turned in. Let's take a look at the community goal. We have to turn this in a specific place. So let's go dock there and turn this stuff in. How many jumps? 10 jumps away.
Setting course for HIP 87621. We will reach our destination in 10 jumps.
Don't push you out of the top 50%. Dude, I haven't even made 0% yet. I'm not gonna be the guy. My aim is to do 50 of them. Oh, are we headed back to the HIP 87621? All right. You want to be like that? We'll head off to HIP 87621. Yeah, you only need to be in the top 75% instead of 50. But I'll do my best not to knock you out of 50.
Landing gear retracted.
07 Brand Turismo. 07, welcome. Hope you're having a good day. We are doing our best to clean up Guardian garbage. The stuff that isn't good for anything. We are trying to figure out where to find the best stuff. But we've already picked up 15 of the 50 that we need. So we are headed off to turn them in. Just because we're getting close to the end of the stream. And I want to make sure they're turned in today. Because tomorrow is all about that new ship. And I think I'm going to join the fray. We'll make tomorrow all about that new ship. And we will hold off on doing any of this until Wednesday. So we're going to push this to the last minute to try to get more.
We have 9 jumps left to go.
You've been feeling under the weather this week? Little baby was sick too? Oh, everybody's feeling better though. That's good. If I get to the top 75%, you feel like you need to do more. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. I want that suit too, so I'm aiming for 75%. I am aiming for 75% because I want that suit. So yeah, if that messes with you and bumps you out of 50, then you do need to do more because I'm going to do as bare minimum that as I can. And I might not even be able to make it, but at least we'll place, which is important to me to at least mark completed on these CGs. I'm excited that we confirmed something that I always knew but had never actually done, which is if there is something scannable, I believe it's going to show up on the FSS. You should look up the other Guardian sites and see if they show up. Does it have to have a beacon, and then they put the beacon in after? I need to investigate this now. You haven't done any on-foot stuff to make it matter yet. I think operations is going to change your mind a little bit. Because operations is going to involve a lot of ship flying. Potentially. We'll see.
285 sector, we-QD5-150.
You will end up with about 70 to 80 when it's all said and done. Oh, that'll be plenty. Yeah, I'm not going to be a competition to you. Yeah, we've been at places where there's shield booster stuff, but we haven't actually tried to get it. You turned in 2 and you're still in Colonia, huh? That's how that works. That's not sus at all.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay. 7 jumps to go.
3, 2,
Now jumping to
Hanging out in the bubble can be fun, but it's always like, everything's already discovered. I've already discovered everything that could be discovered, Truman. There's no need for explorers.
6 stars in our route. We're now 6 jumps from HIP 87621.
fuel scooping.
Body B3 in this system has unidentified biosigns.
Yeah, you were going to settle at 50 to 60, but then realized you were only like 2 components from the shield booster, so you doubled back, and you might as well since you're having to check back out. Yeah, that's true. I'm not going to worry about the shield booster. I got other things on my mind. I'm going to worry only about picking up garbage because I feel like I should be able to pick up more garbage than this. I'll take a look at the Reddit and see what people are recommending as the best site to get urns and stuff like that. And then we'll deal with that tomorrow.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Now jumping to Scorpio.
You haven't logged on since last week?
B3-0.
Oh, you're still in Colonia, Gentle Berserker, right? I'm asking because of the anaconda that's in your hold. It's time to come home, man.
Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging.
I'm thinking that all of these Guardian sites, I'm thinking the one we started out with is probably the best one. As far as gathering the urns and stuff that I'm looking for. Because that's where we gathered almost all of it anyway.
4,
So I think I will head back to that site. Because don't forget, we only went there once. We only did one loop. And then I went to get the defense turrets that I needed. So here's what we'll do. We'll fly all the way over here. We'll turn in what we've got so we're on the board. Then we'll... I was about to say we'll fly all the way back out so we're in position to gather tomorrow. But that's not the case because we're going to need that new ship tomorrow. That's a way to do it. You picked up 4 easy trash pieces, and then you reloaded the game, and the 4 pieces were there again. That is definitely a way to farm it, to the point that I think that is an improved way to farm it. We can give you a lore explanation. These guys use 3D printers. Perhaps they reprinted them after you left.
4, 3.
FDL pirates have higher bounties on average. Oh, that's good to know.
Sector 11 to CB 28 to 0. Our next star is scoopable, as are the subsequent 3 stars in our route.
I know what we'll do.
We're
Okay.
now 3 jumps from HIP 876.
We will drop off this stuff, and we're not going to be back to doing Guardian ruin stuff until Wednesday. Tomorrow's going to be all about that new ship. Okay. So why don't we go after we've dropped this off?
Charging.
Why don't we head back to Jameson Memorial, and we'll end our day at Jameson. That way we're in position to buy the new ship, add the best things we want to add onto it, maybe engineer some stuff, and then we will start taking missions back at Yama.
29-1.
You made the mistake of loading into open and got ganked? Yeah, that's how it gets you. That's why I don't do open. And those guys get so mad when you don't. They're like, what, man? You should be happy that I'm trying to kill you. Nah, man, I got better things to do. It's a chill stream. I have to deal with you in real life. I'm not here to do that in my power thing. So you get lost. Go shoot somebody else because it ain't going to be me. I'll play in solo instead. We're not in solo. Actually, I'm in an instance that you guys can join if you want to. It's just called Simstarr with 2 R's, of course.
4, 3, 2, 1.
To which space? Heading to Col 359 sector Chen B9-2. This one's scoopable, as is the subsequent star, so only scoop here if you feel the need. We're now one jump from hip
So
76.
we are in this storyline about the wellness and the fruit the alien fruit we found, and it turned out they were genetically engineered from the side of the Guardians that thought instead of doing AI, genetic engineering was the right way to go. We're in that storyline right now, but I think it's simply a means to explain why there are boosts in operations you can't get anywhere else. But it could be the beginning of something new for the Guardians, because we've done a lot of Thargoid stuff over the last 5 years. So this could be the beginning of something Guardian-based with those guys that the Thargoids messed with. It doesn't have to be nefarious. I think it was Commander Burr had a theory that what the fruit is doing is it's clearing the Thargoid contagion from people, and that's why they're suddenly feeling a lot better and they're into wellness and fitness, because they were abducted by Thargoids, and this fruit removes the Thargoid infection. So it might not be nefarious. It might be a good thing. I think we'll see before the end of the year.
In this system has remaining biological scans of interest to you, Commander. We can make
Anaconda should be ready next Monday. That's good.
Credits scanning 5 of 5 species.
Disengaged.
You're in the open, but nobody comes here to your set of colonies. Man, every time I'm in open, I get ganked by somebody. Never playing open. I take that back. I do go to open when there's a buckyball rally, but that's about it. Exogeny cannot keep me from eating raw radicolia. Yeah, just raw, man. Don't even peel it. If it's glowing, if it looks radioactive, in it goes. What comes out, nobody knows. Anti-Thargoid fruit smoothies. Why not? The Thargoids were also into wellness and genetically engineering their stuff, so why not? Yeah, man, they're going to set up blenders on the colonies like in Dead Rising, where you can get the different fruits and blend them together, and it pops out a smoothie that you can put in your pocket. And if somebody catches you using that blender, that's an offense punishable by summary execution. I'm at HIP 87621 or whatever. HIP 87621. Yeah, I had that. Got to write that down. Which means if I was at open, I'd already be dead. Let's be very truthful. It's a very popular place I'm at. I would definitely be shot. I might put that to the test right now. For the people that say being at open is great, we're going to drop this thing off, and then I will log into open and see if I can fly away without getting shot or interdicted. Because I do have people, Wernick is not doing it, but I do have people say, oh yeah, I've been open all the time and I never get interdicted. And I'm like, well, you never go someplace that's popular. Because the places I go, it's 100% chance I'll get interdicted. Let me put my money where my mouth is and see and see if they give me trouble. Now, I'm going to give myself a little bit of assistance. I will not leave immediately. I will be in the system for just a minute to go to the planets that are necessary. I'll go to like 2 of the planets and then I'll leave and see if I can get in time.
Commander,
Because flying out of this station, I probably could get away from, but it's flying into the station that I want to test. Yeah, you were there the other day, but it was between CGs. I don't know, man. Even then, I think you're pushing your luck. 32. This is one right here.
Landing gear deployed.
Down. Okay. Now, I'm actually happy to be doing this because the other CG had you turn it in a way that I wasn't familiar with. And this is using that same technology. So this is just a new game feature I've not seen before. I believe it's in... Oops. I believe it's in contacts, but it might be missions. Search and rescue, black markets, mercenary facilities, legal facilities, combat bonds, system colonization. So was it under missions? Do I go over here to turn in this stuff? No? How do I do it? What do I got to do here? Recover Guardian artifacts and deliver them to Exogeny Sciences. Support the ongoing research. Pilots will release 1 artifact will receive the following rewards. What do I do with it? Do you guys know?
Welcome to Exogene Sciences, Commander. Your findings may be the breakthrough our scientists are waiting for.
Oh, it's just in the regular market. Oh, my bad. I mean, that's fine. It's not FTF small. I just set myself up for disappointment. Okay. Sell. Let's go to filters. Let's make this easy on myself. Didn't mean to do that, of course. We will go to filters. And we will say present in cargo. So I don't have to go looking for it. Okay, sell 2 Guardian caskets. Oh, that's quite a bit of profit, too. Okay. 8 Guardian relics. Guardian tablets.
Please make your way to holding point November.
You're right. I am signed up for it, but let's make sure. He's warning me to make sure you're signed in first, otherwise this stuff won't count. I am signed up for it, yes. And I'm in the top 100%. It's even showing it. It doesn't always. When a CG is super popular, it might not always show your work immediately, but it is this time.
Exogene Sciences acknowledges your arrival. Research teams are eager to review
Guardian
the
totem
biological
and 3 Guardian urns. Made quite a bit of money just now. That was cool. Starport services, mission board. Yeah, these guys don't do missions here. They're dedicated to the super fruit and nothing more. Hey, maybe taking this fruit will give us special powers. Like maybe my hands and arms could be independent of my body, and I could just grab people. Or maybe it'll make my arms really stretchy, right? Or maybe I don't know the other ones. Maybe it'll make me slide around and be frictionless. That'd be cool. Maybe it'll turn reindeer into sentient creatures. Okay. Contacts, interstellar factors. Let's make sure I don't owe anybody any random $50 fines. I do not. I do not have a power contact here, but I notice I have something, so turn in a regular administrative contact. There it is. Pilots Federation gave me 500,000 credits. I don't know why. Okay. And yeah, that's it. We're good now. I'm going to start sprouting drones from my back. Somebody said that this looked like a spider, like the legs would come off and I could just walk down the road like a Mojo Jojo. I'm coming down because I'm going to step away for just a second. I know it's super late into the stream to be doing that, but my drink is completely empty. So my throat will start getting scratchy. So give me like just 1 minute. I'll be right back, you guys.
Welcome back, Commander Wacko. Initializing pre-flight protocols. Welcome back, Commander Wacko. Initializing pre-flight protocols.
Okay, I am back. Oh, I forgot my headphones. Here we go. Yeah, just to let you guys know, because I'm looking at the chat, they're saying that the reason I got that codex thing was simply because I scanned an obelisk that I'd never scanned before. So the Pilots Federation rewarded me for my efforts. Okay, so we've gone to Exogeny Sciences. We have turned in 13 of the needed 50. So not nearly enough, but we're going to call that done for now. We're in the top 100%, so at least we'll get paid. And then we'll come back on Wednesday and we'll finish off the rest of them. We'll really hit that one site and get the rest of them done, because tomorrow that new ship's coming out. So we are going to take the time to enjoy that. So to do that, we're going to head over to Jameson Memorial. There we go. Jameson Memorial, let's see how many jumps away you are. Only 6 jumps.
Setting course for Shinrata Desra. We will reach our destination.
That'll have to do. That means we'll end a little bit early, because I think it'll take less than half an hour to do the jump. But we'll just go ahead and we'll end it a little bit early as we hit up Jameson Memorial and we get ready for tomorrow. Now, I need to warn you guys again that anytime that they update the system, I lose my telemetry in the chair. So we might be starting tomorrow's stream with no motion. And you guys have to prove to me once again that you're not here just for the cool Simstarr, that you're here for the guy flying the Simstarr, because it's going to be just me. It's going to be just me entertaining you tomorrow, unless he gets up early, which he might, but chances are he won't. And we're going to be 2 to 3 hours of playing Elite Dangerous with no motion, playing in the whole way. Goodbye, Exogeny Sciences. Goodbye, Guardian Relics. I'm sure you're going to do good things. I'm sure that I have every reason to trust you with these alien stuff. Open! You're right. You're right. Yes, we were going to try open. I forgot. But let's do it right. Thank you for the reminder. We were talking about open being super deadly for lore reasons. Hold on. Okay. Request docking. Request granted. I'm gonna re-land because I don't want to respawn outside the system. I want to be doing this correctly.
Commander, landing pad 2 is located at 6 o'clock at the front when entering the...
You gonna be washing your hair tomorrow? Well, you're a pretty hairy dude. You might be spending all day tomorrow washing hair.
Landing gear retracted.
Do.
Warning, landing gear not deployed.
Oh, sorry. Thought I'd done that already. There we go.
Landing gear deployed.
There we go. Refuel. All right. So, I think everybody was here when I took my break. But what we're doing is we're exiting to the main menu. We're switching over to open, and we're going to see what's going on. Welcome, Gaming Beast. You're here just in time for an interesting experiment. I don't play in open because people in open are kind of mean. And I say that anytime you go to someplace that's popular, like where I'm at right now, that I will be attacked. So that's what we're testing right now. We're going to see.
Commander.
We're going to see if I'm attacked. I wonder if I have to have something good in my hold to make people attack me. Should I buy something? No, they won't sell me anything good. Okay.
We're docked at
So we're now in open,
HIP 876
and we're going to jump away and then jump back because I want this to be a proper test. And it's when you're on your way in that's a problem.
Jump range for this ship is 87.02 light years. Setting course for coal.
In Soviet Russia, here's land you.
System is just one jump away. No station.
Yakov Smirnov, what a comedian!
C4-13 meet our trade route search criteria, Commander. 2 are too small for our ship.
Ship released. Departure over.
Well, the experiment we're running right now. Oh yeah, you're right. Gankers don't care. I just don't know if they can scan me from a distance. That's all. We're gonna see if Gankers interdict me. As I basically do a quick loop. We're gonna go. We're gonna fly out to this nearby star. We're gonna fly to this nearby star. We're gonna fly back, and we're gonna see if we can, like, go to one of these planets in back. That's what we're gonna do. This will probably take up all of our time, so we're probably gonna end here as well.
All clear.
Still mass locked. There we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Right through the rings. I'm sure this is fine.
4, 3.
We're jumping to coal 359 13. The star coming up is scoopable.
I don't feel like booting up my controller, so we're gonna go to this star. We're gonna turn around. We're gonna come back, land on one of the planets, grab one of the eggs, which we can do all of that without getting out of the car, and then we're going to come back and sell it because I want to have at least one thing that they'd be interested in.
This is the final stop in our current route. We're regarded as hostile in this system, Commander.
Regarded as hostile in this system. Is your power play out here? Oh, right, there is, of course. Duh.
13-1 in this system has remaining biological.
Yeah, Gankers do care.
We can make around 20.
But don't they need to interdict me before they can scan me?
4 species there.
So shouldn't I have to worry about interdiction
HIP 876
no matter what I do?
Just one jump away.
The only thing the Gankers have to do right now is nothing. If they leave me alone for what I'm doing here, then it won't be 100% probability. I say griefers are a problem in multiplayer, yes. Some people say no. That's why we're putting it to the test right now. This is an impromptu test. I just realized I'm in a very popular system right now.
Commander, we have arrived at the requested location.
You can get scanned before being pulled. Okay.
Body hit 87,620.
Oh, I know the test. I know the test to do.
Of interest to you, Commander.
Okay.
We can make around 30.55 million credits scanning 5 of 5.
I don't feel like shooting those eggs. I've got a better idea. To maximize my chance of gankery. Right, they don't have anything good. We'll go there anyway. We'll go and we'll dock. Because remember, I wanted to go to Jameson Memorial to get ready for tomorrow, right? So we'll go from here, a highly desirable system, all the way to Jameson Memorial with something in our hold, and see what that does for us. Griefers are a rare problem in this game, but NPCs also rarely do it. Yeah, that's true. Well, we'll see if it's a real person or not. We started this about 20 minutes ago with me saying I don't play in open because the people that think it's fun to shoot me also think that it's rude for me not to want to be shot, and that's why I don't want to play with them. How many players can be on one server? That's unknown by me, but I want to say it's at least 20. No, I've seen more. I've seen 40 ships in one server before. Dang, I wish I had kept at least one Guardian thing on me now. What do these guys sell? Like bio waste? Can I even pick up something good in their hold? You need to try this with your Orca and some gold or something. Yeah. I wish I had some gold right now. That would definitely do it. I don't have really the time to search for anything, but this actually dovetails really nice into what I wanted to do, which was to head back to Jameson Memorial today. So this test and my desired destination match up really well. Normally, the instance no more than about 20. So you could have 20 v 20 space battles. Yes, I've done that at least with NPCs. There's been 4 of us in an instance with NPCs. There were definitely 20 fighters out there. It was freaking wild. Drew Ragnar does not do space battles, but he does do guided tours. He goes out into the black with people and shows them around. I've been one of those people, and I know there were at least 40 people there. There were so many people. And Commander Burr has done deep space show-offs of the Caspian, and there were at least 20 people in those videos. In fact, we might take a look at that as well. Don't let me forget. Thank you for reminding me about this, Warnick. I would have been halfway there before I remembered this was a thing I wanted to do. All right, dock. Well, so far the gankers are doing okay because they're not shooting at me, which I thought they would.
Commander, landing pad 10 is located at 8 o'clock at the back when entering the slot with green lights to your right.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear down. And we're landed back again right where we started 8 minutes ago. Good landing, all things considered. Okay, down. Starboard services.
Landing complete. Docking restraints engaged. Welcome to our starboard, Commander.
That's why I don't pay you. That's right. Okay, commodities markets. The filters for buying and selling should be separate. I wish Vector was still here because he works for FDev. He could have told him to fix that. Okay, let's. Do we want to buy hydrogen fuel? Yeah, why not? Fuck it. We're gonna buy 65 hydrogen fuels and 47 biowaste. Why not? At least we have a full hold now, which might get their attention. Okay, and we will once again set course for Jameson. Jameson Memorial. Set a course. It was 6 jumps before. Let's see how much it'll be with a full hold. Yeah, has anybody ever tried to max out the servers? Oh, it didn't affect our
We will reach our destination.
having a whole bunch of poop in our poop deck
Commander,
didn't affect our
we
jump range at all.
120
Nice.
tons of hydrogen fuel. We can sell for an estimated profit of 10,240 credits in Shinrata Desra at Jameson Base, 40.42 light seconds from the star.
All right, so Jameson Memorial actually even wants this hydrogen fuel, so that's good. You gotta go for now. Well, thanks for coming, Gamer Beast. Yeah, we won't be here much longer. It'll be another 20 minutes, and then I'll wrap up the stream, and then we'll be back tomorrow with or without telemetry to try the new ship.
Landing gear retracted.
And then Wednesday, we'll be back to Guardian hunting, where I plan to be more efficient. I was playing around today. Tomorrow, next time, I plan to be serious about it. Serious. That's what we'll call it. We'll call it serious collecting. I'll choose one of the photos of my Shuri's face on it. Yeah, everybody, have a good day.
You are clear of the station.
Oh, dang it, we're still not outside of a mass lock. Come on. Let me out of mass lock. Is it because of the rings of the planet? Should I go up a little bit? Engage.
Drive charging.
I distinctly remember reading an article that said, you should play an open, it's more exciting, and the chances you'll be attacked are low. And so I went to get my Guardian frameshift booster, which you guys will recall was a pain in the butt for me to do. I went and got my Guardian frameshift components to get the engineer, to get Felicity Farseer to upgrade it. I showed up there, and I was immediately destroyed. That was the last time I played an open in any serious way.
As are the subsequent 5 stars in our route.
You saw also the jump was maybe more people, more processing, slow response. Yeah, you might be right about that. Because I sometimes get a slow jump at times like that. So you might be right.
Frameshift drive charging.
I am playing an open in the middle of the day, so not really the best ganking time, I don't think. We'll see. We'll see if I get there. If I get there, I'll say, okay, it's possible to get your work done in open without getting killed. Because this will be the first time I've ever done it, outside of showing up for things like Distant Worlds and Buckyball. Actually playing the game I want to play and not getting harassed by a player. This will be the first time I've done that in open. Oh, let's jump out of here. Yeah, 4 jumps remain.
Fuel scooping.
When fleet carriers first launched, they were jumping into the same location and shot. Yeah, that's the way they operate, which I like. They test things out. They're not afraid to show you some of the scenes. You guys know I'm into that. I do that too. I show you guys. If there's something to show, I generally show it to you.
Ready to engage. 3, 2.
Well, it's getting real drifty there.
HHB 25-6. The subsequent 3 stars are also scoopable.
Oh,
Commander.
they must, though. Lots of people insist on playing it open. He's saying that he would like to see it just to see what would happen. That must be a regular occurrence because lots of people playing open. And when a CG is hopping, a lot of people are hopping. So I have to imagine that they've maxed out servers before, and it hasn't been a problem. And they kick people out when it is. 07 VR 24/7 07. You're here just in time. We're playing it open, man. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it from HIP 87621 to Jameson Memorial without getting harassed by another player. But so far, so good. We've got 3 jumps to go. We're already past the first populated area, and we're going to the second. I may be able to land without getting shot. We didn't load up with good jewels. We loaded up with hydrogen fuel and a little bit of bio waste, but we're not the best targets, I'm trying to say. But we'll see how we do. Time to make a protein shake and have a good night. Well, yeah, it's time to go, guys. It's almost 3 o'clock. That's when we wrap this bad boy up anyway. But you go have a good time. I'll eat my protein shake later. The day is the gym day, so I'm gonna go out and make a little money and then swing by the gym. And I hate it still. I did listen to your podcast, VR 24/7. Oh boy, those were some. I want to say UK, but Germany's not part of the UK. It's what is it? European Union. Those are some EU folks you were hanging out with.
As is the subsequent.
You were going, hello, my name is VR 24/7. I like virtual reality, and they were all there going, yeah.
Now 1 jump from Shinrata Desra.
I'm from Germany.
Fuel scooping.
I just thought it was funny that everybody else there was living over in the UK. They brought the one guy. I listened to it because I was mentioned in it, and they said, yeah, that bloke from the States.
Fuel scooping.
And I'm like, hey, I'm a bloke from the States. I'll take that. That sounds pretty good.
Frameshift drive charging.
1 more jump to go.
Jumping to Shinrata Desra.
Almost there. At least this ship's got some shields. We're headed to Jameson, by the way, because this is where we'll pick up tomorrow, playing with the new ship. We'll come and we'll buy the new ship, and we will
Other places of interest entry.
Fuel scooping.
Held under ship.
we'll start doing personal transports.
Disengage.
We'll pick the ship up from here. We'll fly back over to Yama, and we'll start doing personal transports from there, I think. Yeah, thank you, Nibbler. Don't forget to click like. Like definitely helps. We haven't seen much from Nibbler or Robot today, so let's check in on it. How you doing, Nibs?
You're the only one who gets me, Commander. The crew doesn't stand a chance.
Nobody's getting my goat. Only I get my goat. You heard him. He's obviously in good spirits today, which is nice, since he got twice recently.
10% discount on all items.
Oh, yeah, no. He says, could have been worse. They could have called you a Yankee bloke. Yeah, no. Do not call a Southerner a Yankee. Do not do this. I've been called a Yankee once or twice in my life, and I was like, nope. I did not raise myself in a swamp down in fucking Florida to have you call me a Yank. No thank you. But they didn't call me a Yank. They just called me, they called me that bloke from the States, which is good. I'll take that. I'll represent the States. Represent all America. Jameson Memorial is memorializing the player character Jameson from the original game called Elite that came out in 1984. Back then, they didn't know they needed brand recognition, so they just called things like Elite and Pepper Shaker and car building game, because they didn't know that they had to have searchable names on the internet.
Station fact is available.
Yeah, what I'm thinking of specifically. Hey, we made it. We didn't get killed. So, okay. I guess it's okay to play an open now, guys. It's got my official endorsement. I made one 6-jump journey and did not get killed. Ninja Character Rally stream was legendary. Yeah, it was fun. So I was doing tech support for America Online, and now this is the previous century, guys. Doing tech support for America Online, and this lady was frustrated that her internet wasn't working. We didn't even call it the internet at the time, and she said, "All you Yanks are all the same." And I said, "Whoa, hold up, we're having a different conversation now. You just called me a Yankee? You are out your mind." And she's like, "Oh yeah, where are you from?" I'm like, "I'm from Tampa, Florida right now, ma'am. Where are you from?" "Oh, Alabama? That makes you more northern than me. I demand you retract it." She's like, okay, I will. Damn right. Okay.
Landing gear deployed.
And we made it, guys. We made it. I have to admit, did not get ganked. Could be that it's early in the day, but still.
Ship is on the ground. Ground crew dispatched.
You saw some players squares, someone else was even here. Exactly. Oh, no support missions. Okay. Sell some stuff. As a reminder, you used to live in the South for a while. You know how sensitive you Southerners are about the Yankee Yank moniker. Good. Good. You're not going to get my goat on this. Well, I suppose if you constantly called me a Yank, you'll get my goat. But that is why I have Nibbler. Come out one more time, Nibbler. Tell me you ain't going to get got.
I am headed down to the kitchen. Does anyone want anything?
Yeah, see, we're all friends here. He'll make you a hay smoothie if you want. There it is, bio waste. They don't want our poop. Jameson Memorial's taking it at a loss. All right, guys. That is actually it. We've managed to get here. There's nothing else for us to do today. Because tomorrow the new ship comes out. As a reminder, that might mean that my chair doesn't work, but I'll still be here. So we're going to take that new ship for a spin. We're going to outfit it with the best that Jameson Memorial has to offer. I don't know if we'll engineer anything, but we might, just to get things going a little faster. Then we'll head back to either Yama or one of the other places that need reinforcement. We'll pick up a whole bunch of passenger missions, because that thing can hold like 250 people. We'll pick up a whole bunch of passenger missions, and we'll go and we'll do them, because I've never actually done them outside of refugee missions during the Thargoid War. So that should be pretty fun. We'll go and we'll explore and see what that's like. That will be our day. And then on Wednesday, we'll come back and we'll finish these Guardian stuff. We'll have just enough time to do that. Westerners are also sensitive about it. So people on the West Coast don't like to be called that either. Okay. So that is it for me today, you guys. Let's see if there's anybody we can hand over to. I doubt it, because there hasn't been recently. That's just me switching my keyboard over. Boy, I really got to fix that USB issue. Because we lost our USB again, which means I lost my touchscreen again. I'm lucky I did not lose my Ethernet this time. So I got to do something about it. I've got a couple of ideas on what I can do. Okay. We are going to redirect. And you're saying search. Nobody's available. If you know somebody that streams during the day and would like a raid, let me know. But there's nobody we can raid today. Nobody at all that I can see. So we will just end it today and we'll come back tomorrow. That's in 20 hours from now, you guys. Again, thank you for joining me. I had such a good time. Don't forget to like. That's actually all I want you to do. Subscribing and following and super chats are great, but liking is what I'm after at the moment. And we will see you next time. So Look after yourselves. It is important, especially now. I'm talking drinking water. I'm talking making sure you feel good mentally, that you don't engage in too much of this doom scrolling. Too much. Don't do it. Take care of yourselves. If there's someone else you can assist, you should do so. Never punch down, but punch up if you're at all able. Maybe it'll happen today. And I will see you guys next time. My name is Peter. Commander Wacko is the moniker. Simstarr is the name of the chair. And you guys have a good day. And I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye.
Welcome back.